You said nothing. You said nothing.
Package donut, package donut, package donut.
Flower! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ayo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god. Hi, Scribs. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh my
hello,
god,
Whiskey,
hot
hello.
damn, look at her. She's a cat. Oh god, wow. Oh god, bless.
Dust, congratulations on being Boop Champ today. Hi, Whiskey. Rip. I chewed on the cord. Dude, it was so weird. I clicked on the go live button, and then I looked down, and I answered a DM, and then I looked up, and...
Package love.
Oh, tea cake!
And then OBS was gone! I was just like, am I live? Like, I know I was live. I looked up and I was like, OBS was gone. I'm like, where's OBS in my toolbar? It wasn't on my toolbar anymore. I'm just like, what the frick? What the frick? Okay. So I don't know what happened. I'm here now. I'm here now. Hi! Hi, game guy. Hi, pudding. Blarg. Oh, wait. Hold on. Start from the top. I know Lenka's in here. Lenka was like the first one in here. Hello, Lenka. Hello, game guy. Hello, hello, Whiskey. Hello, Flower. Hello, Pudding. Hi, Dusk. Hi. Let's see.
Yeah.
Meow. Congratulations, Atheist Paladin, on surviving 19 months. OMG. OMG. Ob's gone for real. It just disappeared. For real. Yay! Okay. How's everybody doing? Hi. I'm a little bit late today because, doing the things, and then I started photoshopping. I started editing some photos from OffKai. I came back from OffKai. Yay! It was a lot of fun. It was loads and oodles and oodles of poodles of fun. Yes. I got to see Pudding, and I got to see Avi, and they were amazing. Great encounters forever. I was very me. I was very Beko. There's like so many stories. I think the Monday of, I was like telling everything, like, that convention high after the convention. So I was just like spleeging everything to chicken, like on Monday in the tea room. So I'm just like, now I gotta tell everything all over again to everybody on stream. And I was excited, and I wanted to like listen to Avi. She was so like excited. She's just like, when I get back, I'm gonna tell so much misinformation about you guys. And I wanted to listen to it, but like I got a call from work, like right in the middle of her stream, and I had to mute everything, and so I missed everything. I missed all of her misinformation. I don't know what misinformation. She probably talked about me like oodles of poodles, and I missed all of it. I missed all of it because I got a work call. Still waiting for hand-holding pics. I have one hand-holding pic, but it's not a really great hand-holding pic. It's a sleeve pic. We had to censor a hand-holding pic because you know how lewd that is? Do you know how lewd that is to have a hand-holding pic? So we held hands through sleeves. Yeah. I'm glad that you were back safely. I am glad too. I'm glad that everybody made it back safely. Pudding had like the shortest trip between all of us. Pudding was just like a 30-minute drive back home. And then I had the second shortest. Mine was like an hour something plus, give or take, maybe 2. I don't know. It was like midnight. It was like midnight when I got home. It was really late. And then Avi had the longest. She had like I don't know, 5 to like 10 hours, give or take, hopping through her wasp dimensional hole, on her ship, yacht, bus, train station thing. I don't know what mode of transportation. Her wings were at the dry cleaner, so she couldn't just fly over, so she had to find rudimentary forms of transportation to get over to the convention. When Beko decides to spread herself before the elevator and spook the guy, poor guy. What do you mean? When? When the what? When? The hand-holding story? There was a lot of hand holding. There was a lot of hand holding. Beko's now pregnant. There was a lot of hand holding. Oh my god. Oh my god. Avi has like the softest hands ever. She's got the softest guys. Let me paint this picture for you. Let me paint this visual picture of everything so that you guys can just visualize and imagine with your great imagination stations, right? Okay? She has really soft hands. Like, oh my god, super soft. Like, for real, super soft. Like, how do I explain how soft this is? Imagine the softest thing. Like, the best way I could explain is that, like, I touched Pudding's hands, right? Pudding's hands is very soft. And I told Pudding that. I'm like, Pudding, you have really soft hands. Your hands are softer than mine. You have baby soft hands, you know? I was like, Zoom. Ah!
Oh, tea cakes.
Hi! Griffin! Oh my god. Wait. There's a resub. Congratulations on the resubscribe. Congratulations on surviving me for 3 months. Oh my god. Ah! Also, hi TM. Hello, cooks. You have piano fingers, that's why. Oh, yeah. Pudding says they have piano fingers. Baby soft piano fingers. And when you touch... Ow. Excuse me. Hello, zombie fox. When you touch Pudding's hands, the first thing I thought was just like, yes, these are the pair of hands. This is the feeling of hands that have not worked a day in their life. You know, the kind of hands that like, have like get dipped in like those smooth gel aloe vera, olive oil. I don't know. They get like pamper treatment. They get like all sorts of pamper treatment to make them all soft and plush and things like that. And has never done manual labor. Like I can't imagine Pudding ever being on the farm or tilling soil or anything like that. Pudding would never get down on the ground and touch dirt, much less grass. That was the feeling of Pudding's hands. Very soft. Right? I thought that was like the softest thing softest hands. But then I touched wasp paws. Yeah, I touched soft wasp paws. And I'm like, oh my god, this is a softness intensity level that I never knew could imagine in the existence of the world. They were so soft. I didn't understand. And she works. She does the, you know, the barista and stuff like that. It's another level of soft. I tell you what, Abby is precious Bobby. She moisturizes. She's made of moisture. It's all of the freaking honey that she spits. And you know, all of that spitting, all of that honey spits that she spit on you guys, she probably like spits on her own hands and lathers it into her own skin. She's moisturized by her spit, guys. She's moisturized by her spit. Ow. Honey. Yes, hello, Shadow. She moisturizes a lot, but she doesn't moisturize. So she's just made of this silky smooth. She's super soft. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me think. So like first day it was pudding. We got to hang out and we did the thing, you know. What is it? Pudding is like big whale lord. You know what I mean? We walk like 5 seconds into the convention, and this convention is very small. It's a very small convention, okay? You can walk the entire dealer's hall in like a span of like 5 to 10 minutes. What do you mean? You found it funny? You was commenting to all your comments in your YouTube videos. I was going through my YouTube videos for a change, and I saw that, like, I found a new section, which is, like, a list of all of my comments on my YouTube videos, and there's a section that says, like, you didn't reply to and non-reply to, and I'm like, oh, they have it all organized here. So then I was, like, going through and trying to respond to everybody, and I have a lot more to respond to, and I didn't realize that I get responses to my videos. Who watches my YouTube videos? I didn't think anybody would watch my YouTube videos, so I'm just like, what? There's messages on my YouTube videos, so I was going through that, and so I have to. I'm doing that. Let me think. Let me see. Lagata. Hello, movie cowboy. Is everybody in here just so that they can hear my side of the misinformation on my side? Use your pollen to make honey. I can't pollinate. I don't have the capacity to just and spit honey from my glands. Give you all the deeds? All of the deeds. Oh my god, I was so excited. I spilled all the tea in the tea room. All the tea was spilled in the tea room. You partake in retail therapy, okay? Oh my god, we were no more than like 3 minutes. Barely 3 minutes. In the dealer's hall. And Pudding's just like, I gotta buy this. Oh my god, I gotta buy that. I gotta buy this. And like, he had like purchased like 3 or 4 things in the span of walking 2 steps. We didn't even see the entire dealer's hall. And this dealer's hall is so small that you could walk it in 5 to 10 minutes, okay? 5 to 10 minutes. Imagine how small that dealer's hall is, okay? And we didn't see every vendor. We only saw maybe a maximum of 3 vendors, and he's just like, I needs it all. I needs it all. Take my money. I saw all the replies this morning. Oh my god, I didn't realize it would notify you guys. I was hoping that the comments were so old that you guys wouldn't see them, but you guys actually pay attention to your notifications, unlike me. I don't understand where my notifications are, where I get notified for things like this. So you guys are actually paying attention to that. Hola! Hello, Lenka! Oh yeah. Need to hear Beko's point of view. Honestly, you were just browsing who was live and you wanted to pop in? Yes. I'm so sad that I missed Avi's side. I'm so sad. I'm so sad I got phone call. I'm like, no! You touched the people? Oh, Beko spreads misinformation. How could you? Avi wanted to spread misinformation. She even labeled it as such. She's like, I'm gonna tell everybody misinformation. I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys the things that happen. I'm gonna tell you things. They're gonna be information from a miss. Okay? What? What happens now? What? Ayo. You like supporting cool artists? Supporting cool artists is really cool. Really, really cool. Putting money is real. Pudding lives on the YOLO. What is it? Pudding said YOLO. They live by YOLO standards. At a convention. Like they're so scared about things running out and being like, FOMO, which I get, right? I get, but also at the same time, I'm like, oh, phew, saves me and saves my wallet, sort of thing. I tend to like try to scan the entire convention, and then see what things are capable of being bought at home and what things are not capable of being bought at home, sort of thing, and check price checking and things like that. I think too much. So like there was a lot of things where it's just like, I'll see this one again, I'll see that one again, that one's okay, this one not, or like I want to save shipping costs. Is my hair touching my shoulder? It's freaking me out. My god, me going to like all of Beko's replies. I don't know the difference between all of the features on YouTube yet. I'm trying to learn. Please, educate me. How do you use YouTube? How do you use the tube? Hi, Bree. Welcome back. Yes, I'm back. I'm glad to be back, but it was also really fun. It was a great weekend. Blessed. Thank you for the heart in the YouTube. Yeah, no problem. I don't know if I'm supposed to heart everything. I don't know if the hearts are supposed to be special or if I just use the hearts to be like, I acknowledge and I have read your comment. I don't know how the hearts work on YouTube. Talking about OffKai, did you heard of the drama? I did! I was gonna talk about that as well. I don't know if I told Chicken about it in the tea room, but yes, I heard about that, and it was really crazy because, like, I don't think any of us were using our own names, so there is no means of like fact checking who is who or who you say is who or whatnot. Like you could totally just nickname yourself whoever you wanna be, sort of thing. And then like what is it? There's a video. I think the video that Philian posted. I'm getting ahead of myself. Nah, I don't care. The video that Philian posted, there was like that white silver-haired guy with that black poncho and showing his nips and stuff. We saw him. I recognized him. I remember that I was like trying to figure out what in the world he was wearing or what his costume was or why he was exposing his nipples to a bunch of people, right? So I remembered that guy. I don't remember the other guy because he was very plain looking. But they left the area room that like Avi and I were in, and I was like, for the life of me, I'm just like, Was that guy, the other guy, the plain-looking guy, was he with him? Like, did we see this guy? Did we? I don't know. I can't tell, but I can tell you that I saw the silver-haired guy. Oh, but that's okay. I never talked to the other one. They didn't try to con me. But that's very unfortunate. I was going through a lot of the comments, and it's just really crazy the levels of clout chasing people will go. Fraud clout chasing. Fraud clout chasing? Fraud clout chasing? Yeah. Showing the nips. Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, there was basically a really well-known clipper. Really well known in the Vtuber community. I don't know them personally. Apparently Avi knows of them, but I don't know them. That's how much I live under a rock. But anyway, there was a guy who was claiming to be this person. The clipper is named Cooksy or something like that, and was going around to a bunch of panels and talking to a bunch of VTubers and was just like, oh yeah, I'm Cooksy and things, and just trying to, get close to these VTubers. And then there is a video that Fillion posted. I was like, oh my god, are you Cooksy? And I guess it got so viral that Cooksy saw it, the actual Cooksy, and Cooksy posted on his Twitter, on his social media, and was like, hey guys, this isn't me. I'm at home right now. And that was just really crazy. It was really crazy. Because then a lot of people were like, what? I encountered this guy. I saw this guy. I bought this guy lunch and merchandise because he claimed that he didn't have any money on him at the time, or he left his wallet in the room. And I really like Cooksy, that like this guy, and it was just so amazing. And then like watching videos of him like milk the crowd and the clout, and it was just like really crazy. The levels of like unadulterated shit. Like, is it unadulterated shame? Shame. Is it? Wait, what's the sentence I'm trying to think of? He was milking it. Milking it unadulterated. Shameful? Unashamed? Unshameful? How am I thinking? But yeah. I mean, whatever it is that I'm trying to say, he was milking it and was just like, yum, like he's just like, yes, drink it in. Yes. Like he was being powered by all of the cheers and the crowds being like, oh yeah, Cooksy, we love you, and stuff like that. And it was just like, wow, oh my god. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. The F it, we ball mentality. Yeah, that's how pudding is. We be ballin'. Pudding, I don't understand your bank account. Pudding's just like, that's what credit cards for. We ball. You can never F it, we ball, cause you grew up poor. Same. Ha! So I think too hard. Even like going through, I think Pudding was like trying to live vicariously also. Trying to get me to live vicariously, because I think at a point Pudding was trying to cut himself off and then was just like trying to get me to buy things. And then I told him one thing that like that I really wanted, but like I was like on the fence about, which is like this desk mat, which was really big and pretty, and I really liked the artist stuff. But the problem was like the desk mat was like $50, and I think he was using me as an excuse to spend more money, because he's just like, you go buy that mat. There's a deal. There's 2 for $90. You buy one, I'll go buy the other one. Huh? I'll buy a mat so that it's a little bit cheaper. And I'm just like, if I buy a mat, there's another one that I would want, so I could do the 2 for sale. And he's just like, oh, okay. And then like anytime we'd pass by, you want to buy? You get mat. I'm like, listen. You're asking me if I want to drop $100 right now. It's not something that I could be like, yes, let's do it. Slam his money down. Let's go. People found the fraud's Discord and Twitch, and he got timed out of every channel until he deleted his account. Apparently he tried to invite people. Oh no! To his hotel room. No! Creep. Oh, creep. He did this. Well, I also heard from other people that apparently he was also doing this at 2 other conventions. That he did it at ALA, and I forgot what the other convention it was that he was saying this. But oh no, I'm not.
Love is gold.
Oh, tea cakes!
Avalon! Congratulations on surviving 4 months. Congratulations. But yes, very scary, very, very, very scary. There was a lot of room parties at OffKai, but they were like kind of official room parties. Kind of official. Hello, fun Tristan. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grew stronger. Hi. I'm just talking about OffKai and everything that happened there. All of the really cool experiences and stuff like that. I am also backlogged. I need to catch up. Let me think here. You think it starts with a plastic tube and the letter U? What do you mean? Oh yeah, the tube? Is it plastic? Is it really plastic? I thought they give you like a metal plaque. Does the tube not give you the metal plaque? Is it in the shape of a U? Heart is to show which comment is special. Ah, but it's so easy to just give everybody hearts. It's so easy to just be like, hi, I've read your comment. Con drama? Yeah, there was apparently con drama, but I never experienced it. Yeah, the Clipper con artist situation. Yeah. Showing nips. There was that guy. So if you look at the video that Phillian posted, there was that silver haired guy. And all he's wearing is straight up like black shorts, I think, and then that black poncho thing. But like I was at a community event watching people do dances, and so like when he would flail his arms about, he would straight up like just fully expose his chesticle and his nips, and it was just all there, all the upper torso and everything. So that's how I remember that guy's existence. I'm like, oh my god, this guy is showing everything. You got a new Oshi. Yeah, no, Pudding got so many new Oshis. Everybody that I was talking to, and then Pudding would be like, oh, and like Pudding would learn a bit about them, and then would be like, oh, I love them now. They are new Oshi. Must buy all the merch. Pudding like probably gained like 3 or 4 Oshis over the span of that weekend alone. Or 3 or 4. Yeah. There's something happening? Yeah, for Cooksy. They are Cooksy. It was part of Phillian's stream. Yes. What a creep. Yes, that. Yeah. You saw the guy who bought him lunch? Oh my god, you did? You saw the guy that bought him lunch? Were you at OffKai? Movie Cowboy? Or you just saw the person? Like, you know the person that bought him lunch? I feel so bad for the person that bought him lunch. That's like really long con. That's like really, you tell them a whole backstory. You're trying to personify as being this Cooksy guy. I'm trying to be cool. Like, you can't be cool yourself. You have to pretend to be someone else who's already cool and then try to be cool. Aiga. Unadulterated means what you're it means what you're going for. Basically not hiding it. Yeah, not holding back in any way. Just pure shame and scum. Yes. Exactly that. Just not hiding it. Just absolutely not hiding it. I think it got progressively worse because I think somebody was saying, like, at a previous convention, he was claiming that he works with Cooksy, like he's part of Cooksy's company or corporation or something like that, from the Cooksy company or something like that. And then it just kept progressing even more. I think the more he kept getting away with it, being affiliated to Cooksy or claiming to be affiliated with Cooksy, the more it just kept progressing until finally he became Cooksy, or he believed he could spindle the lie that he was Cooksy. You want that milk? You want that milk? You want that clout chasing milk? You want that fake clout chasing milk drizzling down into your mouth? Being very shameful? Unadulterated drinking? No, disgusting. Don't be an unadulterated drinking. Building credit? Checks your... Pudding's just like, oh no, let me check. We don't ball at all. We don't ball. Base Pudding. No! No! You can't do that. You'll just end up owing more money. $100, it is a lot of money to just frankly be like, are you gonna drop it now? Drop it like it's hot. Do it. Do the drops. Hello. Hi, Tristan. Thank you so much for the follow. I just caught up to you. Let's see. Now that his face is known. The thing is, I couldn't find any of his face in the post. When I looked at the Cooksy post, they blurred out his face. I don't know what this guy's face looks like. And then a lot of the videos and stuff, you know, he's wearing a mask and his face is all pixely because everything's low resolution and stuff. So I don't know what he looks like. He's just some guy in mask, and the only identifier is that he wore a Clixie shirt. That's it. That's the only thing. I don't know what this guy looks like other than he's just a guy. He looked very generic looking to me. He's on the blacklist at any convention. Is he? Is he really? Did they actually blacklist this guy for sure? You gotta go, but you'll be lurking. Tell chat all about our shenanigans. Absolutely, I'll go through every single one of them in great detail. You're doing really well. You can call me Tristan. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Tristan. The plaque comes through the... Do I get like a tube mail service? Do they come and do construction so that I get deliveries from the tube of you? Take care, pudding. Wife gets a shout out for being great and enjoying lurking. Billion though, yes. Rather get the Avi Beko point of views. And then get the secrets from Mifi. Oh, Mifi will probably confirm everything and all of everything. So you engraved his nips to memory. I don't remember his nibs. I just remember he exposed nibs. From what I can remember, it was probably let me think. What can I compare his chesticles to? Do you know that one anime where it's like that guy with the spiky hair and the red scarf, and I think he's super powerful, and it's just him in a red scarf? Does he wear clothes? I don't remember. But his anatomy kind of looks similar to that one. It's like a really old classic anime, and I think there's like a cutscene where like he's doing something with electric, but he has like this really nappy like red scarf that's really really long or something like that, and I think he's like I don't know. You probably don't know. I don't even remember what the anime is called, but it's like a really old anime. And you know what? Different reference. It's probably similar in anatomy to, is it Laharo from Disgaea? Yeah, he was very lanky, very skinny. Yeah, something like that. It was kind of like that. No. You saw the guy on Twitter. Didn't go to OffKai, unfortunately. Only caught a handful of panels that got streamed. Yeah. There was actually at one point I was watching a panel just from the hotel room because I was tired and Avi had to do homework. So I was just chilling in the hotel room with Avi, listening to the panel. I'm streaming it to my phone. You hope no one impersonates you? There's too many flowers out there. It's too many flowers out there. What is a clipper? A clipper is someone that makes like clips. You know, like when I'm streaming right now and you guys can make like a highlight. You can make a short clip. Clipper is basically clip really good moments of Vtubers and then like post them so that other people can help. It's like basically like showing highlights and good moments. And they like this VTuber, so they want to share with the world the good moments of this VTuber, and other people get to see this good moments. And then they're like, I like this VTuber. I'm gonna go check out this VTuber. And so clippers are very nutritional for VTubers' growth. So there's some there's some clippers. There are good clippers and bad clippers. So there are drama clippers, and then there are good clippers that are like wholesome, and they want their Oshi to grow. And grow. But yes. Apparently Kutsi is one of the very good ones that spreads the love. Clippers are YouTubers who record moments of clips for a wider audience. Yes, better, how do you say? Better reach, since they're short form, easy to digest. You're going to be, I'm going to be my own impersonator. Who's gonna stop you? You're gonna impersonate yourself. Yes, but do a really bad job at it so that they know that you're impersonating yourself. Mifi be like, Beko did a backflip unprompted and with no warning. It's true. Is that what Mifi said? Or will say? They'll say a lot of things that, like, I think a lot of people will be like, that's not true, or that's weird, or whatever, sporadicness. You'll believe me found that? Beko be like, you want to earn extra credit? I didn't say that. I'm saying, like, you're gonna owe more money. Cooksey is one of the more well-known clippers for catching some of the more famous/infamous clips of multiple sizable VTubers. I see. I just watch clips. I don't know whose clips I'm watching, but I just watch clips. I don't know who's nutritional. You eat them. They're very nutritional for the growth and growth. And then there are clippers that will clip every time Beko. What the frick? Why? Is that a good moment? Me trying to get those good clips? Yes. So you're saying you did do a backflip. I'm not agreeing or denying to any speculations of anything. Hi, Outer Time. But yes. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure you guys want to know more about the event. So it's kind of, let me think. First day it was pretty normal, honestly. Other than just that, and then just like exploring some things. And then, let me think. We had food. We had some food on the first day. It was ramen. It was really tasty and good. I liked it a lot. And then I had some elderberry cream soda. You know, I don't know why I picked elderberry, but it sounded very, runic. It sounded very runic, so I went with it. Also, I don't know why, but just imagine that in between all of the stories that I tell you, I punch pudding in the arm. Just in between. Just in between. You know, just every so often, I'll just go and punch pudding in the arm. You know, just to keep him on his toes. Because he works out a lot. So he needs to be tenderized so that he can be trained to be have better endurance to strikes from little cats. You know what I mean? So that they can get stronger. You actually found Avi through a clip? Oh, see, clippers are very good. They spread the awareness like wildfire. Beko backflip beginning confirmed. I don't think I can do a forward flip. One joke is that we'll be like, hi, Cooksey in chat and scare the VTuber when they are doing something embarrassing. Hi, Cooksey? And scare the VTuber? Like, they'll say hi to Cooksey? Or Cooksey will say hi? Ha! Tenderize the pudding. Absolutely. Tenderize the pudding. Beko abuser confirmed? No! I am but weak cat, just doing the pat. I'm not. He could tell me to stop at any time. You sound like a man. I feel like pudding used that word a couple times. Menace. If you can forward flip, then you merely have to do the same thing but reverse. Easy. Okay, let me get the reverse button on the remote. They are afraid Cooksey will clip the embarrassing moments. What is that? That's fine. Embarrassing. You gotta capture all of the precious moments. Everything's a precious moment. Anyway, so that was that. That was day 1, and then day 2. So Pudding and I were trying to like concoct a plan, right? We were like, okay, well, I want to go tackle Avi. Just like I tackle Pudding, okay? I want to tackle Avi. It is of tradition that I must glomp tackle to the floor upon saying hello. And we're like, okay, well, you let me know when you guys arrive. I'll go hide somewhere, and then I will tackle from behind, preferably in the grass where it's soft and plush. But, you know, forgetting the fact that it was like 5 o'clock. Actually, 7 o'clock in the morning when they arrived. I think it was around 7. Avi got picked up at around 5, but they didn't arrive until 7 o'clock in the morning because they decided to go to like shopping and McDonald's and things like that. And they like messaged me and they're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Gatorade. I want Powerade, Gatorade. I want." What did I say? I said Powerade. and hash brown. I'll accept a hash brown. And they're like, only a hash brown? I'm like, listen, I don't like breakfast food from McDonald's. Just get me a hash brown. And Pudding's just like, Powerade these nuts. And I'm like, splendid. And I go back to sleep. You want to be glomped? Mega glomps. I'll glomp to the floor. I glomp so hard. It is of tradition. I need to floor you. I need to floor you guys. Also remember to bonk clips in the Discord. Yes! We have new clips set up for the Discord. I think all of this is probably gonna go into the just chatting section of the clips. Post clips. Also, yes. Burger. We didn't have a burger. No, not in breakfast food. Not McDonald's breakfast food. But I digress, okay? I woke up super early, so I did wake up around the 5 o'clock time frame, which I was expecting to just, like, wake up later. I didn't expect to, like, wake up at 5. I went to sleep at normal-ish time. Actually, I think I went to sleep, I sat in bed around, I think, 10 o'clock or 10:30 or something like that. But I had to sit up because I was digesting. And then I accidentally fell asleep sitting up. So I woke up at midnight and I'm like, okay, let me get everything ready for sleepies. So then I officially went to sleep at around midnight. And then I got woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I heard the door open. And I got freaked out a little bit, right? I woke up and I was listening. I was listening for like, like someone to be like, hi, or something like that. But I was just sitting there. I'm laying there. I'm just listening. I heard the door open. And then there was nothing. And I was a little bit unnerved because I clearly heard the door open. But I theorized what happened was that the walls are really thin. So I think I just heard the neighbor's door open. So it was just really weird to just hear your door open and then nothing afterwards. So true, Powerade these nuts. Listen, I wanted Powerade or Gatorade because I didn't have a water bottle, and so I didn't have like a good water transportation unit. And at least with Powerade, it has a wide enough mouth that I could refill it. Them's the thinkies. Beko, where the Beko trails left all about the event. I stopped doing the Beko trails because hi. Oh, thank you for the hydration section. Thank you so much for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. I stopped doing the Beko trails because I realized it could be quite disastrous to have random stickers lying around. So instead, I was just giving them to random people that I had conversations with. So if I had conversations with someone random, any interaction that I have, I would force upon them a Beko sticker in exchange for the interaction, regardless of the interaction. So if you want a Beko sticker and we're at a convention together, you just have to hope that you speak to a Beko sticker holder, have an interaction with them, and hope that they have some stickers. Pepsi? What about Pepsi? For a drink? Pepsi those nuts. Please always do Beko trails when you visit New York City. I probably won't stick them on the things. I think my rule is that I won't stick them on the things unless there's already stickers placed upon that area. But I don't mind leaving stickers, like unstuck stickers in areas. I can leave unstuck stickers in areas. But I think the safest one is to just like pass them out to people that I've had interactions with. It's like a business card now. At this point, it's my form of a business card. Certified sticker holder, yes. Sometimes I'll give stickers out to people that are at the convention with me and be like, give out these stickers. Your life is now forfeit. Here, have a sticker. Pretty much. Stranger. Excuse me, tries to walk by. Beko grabs stranger and smacks sticker on their forehead. Absolutely. There was multiple instances that like I would have an interaction and actually double back I would double back just to give him a sticker to make the experience even more awkward. Like, hi, we just finished the conversation and spent 5 minutes saying goodbye so that we could stop having a conversation, because I never stop having a conversation. It's so hard for me to end conversation because I'm always thinking of things to just keep the conversation going. So I'll say goodbye, and then like 5 minutes later we're still talking because I'm thinking of more things to talk about, and then some things come up, and then I say goodbye again. So when in the span of an interaction, we could say goodbye maybe 3 or 4 times and not actually say goodbye, and then finally we leave and depart, and then I'm like, wait, I didn't give him a sticker. So then I have to double back and say, hi, I know that I was saying goodbye to you for like an hour now, but here's a sticker. Goodbye. How to find Beko. Have coupons? Need that American Psycho business card scene, but they're all comparing Beko sticker. It's why you're so easily bullied into just chatting streams for 4 hours. Yeah, you guys distract me so easily. I get distracted too easily. Next question. Is there any sticker art of the Beko making biscuits? No? Did I make biscuits? Have I been making biscuits? Did I make biscuits? I mean, there's always something that could be done. But what was the last thing I said about the recap? Oh, that's right. They didn't come until around 7 o'clock, but I've been laying in bed for about 2 hours, half awake, half asleep, transcending through the mortal plane, and the other side, for about 2 hours now, and then I eventually get a text from Pudding, saying, all caps, well, I forgot what the room was. Where's the room? And I'm like looking at this. I'm like, I chuckled once to myself because when the first time I got into the room, I made sure to take a picture of the room because I knew I'd forget the number, and Pudding just, brushed it off and was like, yeah, sure. But then like at 7 o'clock in the morning, they're like, they're roaming through the hallway, and he's putting the room key on every door, like multiple doors down the hallway, because he can't remember what the room number is. So he's basically...
Beckage Seabat Beckage Love Beckage Seabat 1 year sub to the Turkish appliance Beko Beckage Seabat Beckage Fire Beckage Seabat.
Black Eyes Canary, congratulations. Oh my god, congratulations on a full year. 1 year sub to the Turkish... I think that was a typo. I think you meant cat girl. Yeah. Well, I think you meant cat girl. Let's see. Look at that old Beko orb. The tasteful thickness. Thickness. It's very round. Have you not heard of that turn of phrase? Making the biscuits? What does the making of the biscuits mean? What does the making of the biscuits? Wait, what? Look at the thickness? Thickness orbs? Biscuits? It even has a watermark. What the heck? Pudding dropped the ball. He's putting the room key on multiple... Yes, he is putting the room key on multiple doors because he couldn't remember. But, I'm right. The Turkish appliance cat girl. Got it. I'm not an appliance. No bears? Is the bears turned off? Did I turn off the bears? Have I turned off? Or did I actually turn off? I didn't turn them back on. Turn. T and bear. Okay. It should be fixed. It's Beko. It's a movie reference. Movies? We've already established that I don't know a lot of movies. I've never even watched Forrest Gump or any of those classics and things like that. Black Eyes Canary, Rubber Dub Dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you. Let's see. When a cat needs its paws, we make biscuits. When I'm kneading. Did you see that story about a Turkish chicken farmer chasing one of his chickens into a hole, knocking over a wall, and discovering... Nuh-uh, you're lying. You're lying. You're capping. Capping so hard. You're lying. Ah! Black Eyes Canary, Rubber Dub Dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Ah! Beko's a car and doesn't know about making biscuits. I'm not a car! Who says I'm a car? I'd rather be a scooter. Beep beep. A Vespa scooter. A cat? Biscuits? Me? Ah? Oh, a cat. I'm a cat. I am a cat. But I live under a rock. Making biscuits? She means aye. Cat making biscuits? Oh my god. What is this thing about making the biscuits? Also true, Beko has never seen a perfectly zoomed. You haven't watched? I've not watched Forrest Gump, the quintessential historical tearjerker. Is it a tearjerker? No, I've not watched Forrest Gump. I don't know any references from Forrest Gump. I've not watched... What is the other thing that you got? It wasn't you guys. It was Bell's Chat. Bell's Chat got angry at me for not knowing an actor. I forgot what the name was. Bill Murphy? Ah!
Oh,
Canary, Rubber Dub Dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You're the whale lord in the tub. Thank you, thank you. It's a bit overtly sentimental, but a good movie. Yes. When a cat needs with its paws, that's baking biscuits. Needs. Why biscuits though? Why not bread? Why not bread? Look up a gif of a cat making biscuits. Ah, biscuits. Okay, let me open up Discord here. Let me see here. Biscuit. Cat make bis. I don't know if I'm seeing this right. This is biscuit. That's not a C. Biscuit. Oh, there we go. I didn't finish the thing. I just did BIS and was hoping that it could figure out that I meant biscuit. And this was the thing that was coming up. But when I do cat make biscuit, when I type it out fully, then I get something like this. Anyway, it's earned that sentimentality though. I haven't watched it. I also have not seen the Titanic because my sister said that I wasn't allowed to. And then I haven't seen what's another one that everybody talks about? For the most part. Yeah. What's another one? But I've seen like really obscure titles like the Dead Poets Society. I've seen that. I've seen Dead Poets Society. Titanic's about the same level. And I don't know. Where was I? Oh yeah. Yeah? What? You bite your so that's not obscure, that's a classic? Is it a classic? I thought it was really obscure. Robin Williams Serious Rules. I just recently saw Night of the Museum, but not the first one, the original, or not, sorry, the sequel. I saw the sequel of Night of the Museum. I've never seen the first Night of the Museum. And seeing Robin Williams as that one, as the explorer guy, or not explorer guy, sorry, he was Teddy Roosevelt, wasn't he? I got so sad. Every scene he was in, I would just sit there and be like, He's I was so sad. He was Teddy. Yeah, sorry. I thought the brain, the processing does not intake. The processing does not intake. Fun fact, there's a movie where Robin Williams unironically makes references to the anime. Oh, really? Which one? Anyway, But yes, we haven't got to the point. We haven't got to the part where Avi makes her introduction, guys. You gotta live vicariously about this experience and imagine the wasp, shenanigans and shenanigans and brigades? What's the word I'm looking for? Shenanigans. Let me look it up. You've heard it's somewhat uncomfy movie. Oh, I see. Night at the Museum, aka the movie featuring the cowboy and Roman legionnaire in love. I thought that was an interesting dynamic. Fun fact, Robin Williams loved Legend of Zelda so much he named it. Aw, that's so cute. Really? That's so adorable. Do you talk during movies? No. It depends. Not really. What do you mean by talk during movies? Like in the movie theaters or when you're sitting at home on the couch? I think if you're on the couch, that's fine because at least you have the pause button if it's something going to be long tangent and you have some mad movie theory that you want to express before the climax exposes itself. Yes, escapades! Escapades! Just in time for Pride Month? The film was 1 hour photo. Interesting. I've never heard of that. There's something you're trying to manifest mentioning the gig. I don't know. People who talk in movies need to go to jail. Doing the movie theaters or just doing at home watching? Because even doing the movie theaters, sometimes it's just like, hey, what the frick, I cry during movies. Listen, if you don't say anything, listen. I don't like constant talking during movie theaters, right? I don't like or if it's talking over dialogue. But if there's like no one talking at all and there's like a pause beat, like no one talking in the movie or scene, in the scene that's currently playing, then yeah, you can make a little comment here or there. But if like there's actual dialogue that you need to pay attention to and somebody is trying to talk to you to give their commentary, I'd be like, please, shh, I'm watching the movie. But like, I cry during movie theaters, I think there was one time I cried so hard I actually had to like smush my face on my neighbor's shoulder and like squeeze their arm because I was crying so hard. What are you saying? Wait. It's from Coco. What is it? If you want to ball at a movie? I don't know. I think I watched Coco. That's the one with the musician, right? I watched Coco. I don't know if I cried. During Coco. I'm trying to think. I probably teared up, but I don't remember. I don't have a remembrance of tearing. I did tear at the sequel, The Night of the Museum. I did tear up at that. I cried. I cried a little bit. I cried a little bit at that one. Because he was gonna lose his friends. He has so much fun. I'm like starting to tear up now just talking about it. Coco is damn good. Coco is alright. It's alright. I only say it's alright because I was able to predict the whole movie within like 15 minutes of watching it. I was able to predict it within 15 minutes, so then it's hard for I don't know. Can't believe Beko doesn't have a heart. I do have a heart. I cried for a lot of things. I just predicted Coco within like the first 15 minutes, so nothing was shocking to me. Then again, I think I also predicted Night at the Museum sequel, but still. I still teared up. I tell you what, I still teared up, okay? I still teared up. Is predicting a movie a bad thing? That means the foreshadowing worked? Within 15 minutes of the movie? Within 15 minutes of the movie? You think that I need to know the whole plot within 15 minutes? No, there's a difference between foreshadowing and like being surprised, like enough so that like the gears kind of turn, and like when things are revealed, things click. It's satisfying to have like that click when things are revealed, and you're just like that realization, like your breath is taken away, like oh, it's all making sense, like certain things that you never noticed before. You know, and then that when you look back on it, you're like, oh my god, right? Versus like like there are some shows where like their form of foreshadowing is like giving you a crap ton of exposition and like telling things at you, and it's just like, oh, please stop talking. Stop telling me what my brain needs to know. Give me puzzle pieces to figure out. Doesn't matter, no, that just means you recognize good storytelling laid out well. Yeah. If I cry, it doesn't even have to be a good story. I know it doesn't have to be a good story. It has to be like, it's all about the actors, and if I can feel like I had like if the empathy neurons in me can feel what the character is feeling, you know. What do you mean time to delete, Beko? Listen, there's like a lot of shows or movies where like I hate the movie, but I'll still cry in it because I feel the empathy of the character that's going through an emotion or something like that. I forgot what anime it was, but there was an anime, something about whales, and there was a character in there who was very emotionless, right? They were very stoic and very aloof and whatnot, but then like at the very last episode, they started having feelings for their friends, and they were like, experiencing like, I have feelings, and I started crying because I'm just like, oh my god, they're experiencing feelings for the very first time ever, and they're being overwhelmed, and I'm like crying. I'm just like, they're going through things. A loaf of bread. The last film you teared up at was Gone in 60 Seconds when Eleanor was crushed. I don't know that movie. The last movie I think I teared up at, other than the Night of the Museum sequel, was that one movie that I saw on Netflix, which was what is it? A Man Named Otto? That made me cry so much. You're the one the studio execs try to pander to when the internet figures out your plot, so you have to change. What do you mean? They don't need to change they don't need to change the story. Listen, just write the foreshadowing better. Just write the lead up better without needing exposition. There's a difference between like you can write a movie that's really well, and then like I'm just like, yes, I accept this, even though I predicted it. Even though I predicted it, if it's written well enough, I'm like, yes. But like the really good movies that I really like are the ones that like I didn't predict, that I was unable to predict. Westworld season 2 execs be like, a loaf, a cat. Hi, Arcdanon. Hi. It's a clear blast. I wish the audio would work for like all of them, but it just goes so fast that it decides, nah, how about not? Anyway. I got so distracted, you guys. I got so distracted. Yeah. When they finally found the room, and they made it through, I'm very nearsighted, okay? I'm very, very nearsighted. I didn't have glasses. I didn't have glasses on or anything. And so like I put on my glasses. Or sorry, I didn't put on my glasses. I look over at the entrance, and there's like a wall that covers the entrance. So when you enter in, and then you have to go around the wall so that shields and like conceals the bed area. I look up, right? I hear the door open. I kind of look up, and I just see I see this blob. I see this blob hiding behind the wall, right? There's this blurry blob. And I hear, you know, the notorious Avispa laughed. You know, I hear that laugh, but I don't see. I think I think she assumed that I saw her, but like I'm nearsighted. I just saw a blob. I go for my glasses. I get my glasses, and she just throws the hash brown at me. I just get like she's like hash brown, and she just like just bolts it at me. I'm still in bed and everything. I wake up to hash brown at my face. That closed nose laugh, yeah. The little Avi laugh from the little corner of the wall and everything. So she threw the hash brown at me, and I'm like sitting there, and I grabbed for the hash brown. Like she laughed, right? She laughed, and it's like, oh God. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much for the contribution. You're gonna run out of like space for the contribution. Ayo. I thank you so much. Soon, TM. Soon, TM. Very soon, very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. More, another tweet for the boards. Avi Blob confirmed. I can't see. So like, she threw it at me, and then she sits on the other bed, and then like, she's laughing about the hash brown. I feel like she was like breakfast shaming my hash brown. Like she's just like, oh yeah, you know, they actually ate things at McDonald's. They had a meal, and they made it sound like it was very pathetic for me to ask for just a hash brown. So then I'm just like, I feel sorry for the hash brown. Okay, so I'm just like, I grab it like a gremlin. I'm like, blah, 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 you know, like I grab it. You know, eventually, she lets her guard down, and I grab my cat plush and I throw it at her. I'm like, cat! I throw it at her because I wanted to be the first one to assault her, but she assailed me first with the hash brown. I countered with cat. You just finished your lessons, going to play and then sleep. Okay, thank you so much again, Damon. You mean that's not really a breakfast? It's more of a light snack. I mean, sure. But listen. Later in the day, both Avi and Pudding were having stomach aches from their McDonald's breakfast. I was the only one unaffected because I had the least amount of McDonald's food in my systems. So, who's laughing now? Cat plush? Not face hugger? No, I didn't bring the face hugger because it's not squishy enough. It wasn't squishy enough to sleep on the plane. Which, by the way, on the plane, both times, going there and coming back, I had all 3 seats to myself, so I got to lay down. Swah! Beko tallest of group eats less. I eat a lot. Guys. I'm a big foodie. I don't think you guys forget. I'm a big, massive foodie. All the food mine. You think Avi blamed the 0 sleep she had for her issues? Did she? They were both complaining about their stomachs, both her and Pudding. So they were feeling like it might have been the McDonald's acting up. You are the tallest? How tall? I'm not the tallest, I don't think. Pudding's the tallest. Obviously Pudding's the tallest. Yeah. Tall Alvi, 4 feet. Oh, sorry. Tallest soldiers have the biggest stomach aches. She is the tall. She is the tall, and I can confirm. Avi is 2'6". That's too short. What the heck? That's too small. We have picture accurate. We have accurate pictures. I'll get to that. I'll get to the pictures in a second. I'm trying to remember things in order. But essentially, you know, they're both sleepy. They just arrived, and I'm now awake. It's normal daytime, so I get up. I'm up, and they're both sleeping. So they both take spots in the bed or something like that. They want to go sleepies, and it's like really funny, right? Because like Albi is like, you know how she acts in stream? She acts the same thing in real life, very much so. She goes to the restroom to brush her teeth, And I didn't realize it would take a really long time to brush her teeth. I wasn't sure if she was just heavily distracted by the bathroom or if she really just needed to take that long brushing her teeth. Now I know it just takes her a really long time to brush her teeth, / both at the same time. Because like Pudding and I were just like sitting in the bed area. I was sitting at the desk, Pudding was laying in the bed, and then just from the bathroom, like you just hear her shouting from the bathroom, "Oh my god, this bathroom's amazing!" Oh my god, and they have shampoo? Oh my god, look at this conditioner! And they're stuck to the wall? Oh my god, look at the shower head! The shower head's really cool. Wait, what is a vegan shampoo mean? And I'm like, I shout back. I'm like, it means you can eat it, and it's vegetarian. There's no animals in it. It's like, really? I'm like, no, don't eat the shampoo. And Pudding's just like, oh my god, don't tell people that. Like, don't tell people to eat shampoo. But she was just like super gullible and was just like, really? I'm like, no, don't eat shampoo. Hi, KJ. Hi. Heavily distracted by the bathroom. She was so heavily distracted by the bathroom. It was just like Pudding and I were like slightly having conversation, and like it would just be interrupted by her shouting some sort of amusement from the bathroom. Oh my god, the toilet! Why is there 2 buttons to flush? What is the difference between the 2 buttons to flush? And we'd have to explain to her. One is Pudding responded like, one's for pee pee, one for poo poo, and she's like, oh. Oh, I see. It was like she's never seen a bathroom before. It sounds like you too. I mean, me too. Abby made a comment about me that like I then spent a whole day asking everybody that knew me. She made this comment. She's just like, Beko is like, she lets her impulses win every time. That's how Abby describes me, that I let my impulses win every single time. Abby, fresh from the shine. Next time at Abby's, you're gonna go, what's vegan shampoo? Can you eat it? Don't eat shampoo. But no, we were just like, it just means there's no animal products in there. And she's like, oh, I see. Yeah. So it was like that, and that was like really funny and endearing. And I took a video camera like halfway through it. I just turned on my video camera, and I don't know if it caught it. So I'm gonna have to look through my camera footage and see if it caught the audio, like just the audio of her just like talking about this bathroom, because it's hilarious. It's just hilarious audio, in my opinion. I have to go through and see if it actually caught her shouting from the bathroom. But yeah. Eventually she gets out from, actually maybe not. How was OffKai? OffKai was amazing. It was awesome and amazing. And I'm trying to do a recap, but I'm being very slow and getting distracted, as per the usual. Eventually, like, I'm like joking with Pudding, right? Because he's super sleepy. He's like tucked in under his blankets and stuff like that. And so like, you know how there's like the bed, what do you call it? Bed box. There's a bed box and then the mattress on top of the bed box. So like it was slightly misaligned, and so there was a lip on the bed box. And I stood on one of the corners, like at the foot of the bed. I stood on one of the corners at the foot of the bed, and I stood there and T-posed very menacingly at Pudding, trying to lay down and sleep, and was kind of like joking with him, like, oh, like I'm gonna jump on him. I was threatening that I would, what do you call it? Elbow drop him while he's laying there. He was the box spring. Yeah. He was like, please stop. I'm so scared. I'm like, ah. I'm like at the corner of this bed's box spring thing. I'm like, just T-posing with my arms outstretched, and like slightly jerking every so often, threatening that I would frickin' elbow drop him while he's laying there. And then it progressed even funnier, because then eventually when Avi was done, she joined me. She hopped on the opposite corner that I was at the foot of the bed, and we both stood menacingly staring at Pudding T-posing. We were both T-posing on each of our corners at the foot of the bed, and he's just like under the sheets trying to cover, like, stop, I'm so scared, I can't sleep. And he's just like, you guys are like my sleep paralysis demons. And we're just T-posing there menacingly, looking at him. And he was like, I can't sleep like this. The Solaire pose? Is it the Solaire pose? With T-posing. We just had our arms outstretched. Give the people's elbow. Yes. It was that much of a threat. It was hilarious. It was very, very funny. I thought it was very funny. And I even drew that. So like Pudding had us draw in his sketchbook or whatnot. I reenacted that picture. So you have to ask Pudding to have a picture, to take a picture of his sketchbook so that you could see my version of the sleep paralysis T-posing demons. Yeah, at the foot of the bed on each corner. It was great. It was hilarious. Anyway, eventually though, I let them sleep. I let them do the sleepies. I think they slept for maybe 2-3 hours or something, while I did other things. I actually went to go take a shower, but it was like my first time using that shower head, and I wanted to play some news on my phone. So I had some news playing on my phone as like background audio, and I like placed it on like what I think is a soap rack in the shower, and I'm like spinning every dial that I could find. There's like a dial, and it had two heads. I had a regular shower head, and I had one of those hose shower heads that you can take off and just like waggle it around. And I was like spinning the dial, and I'm just like, why isn't it turning to the shower head? Like I had the water running on the bottom faucet, but like it wasn't changing to the shower head. And then like eventually I saw a button, and I pressed the button, and then it changed to the hose shower head, which was coincidentally pointing towards the wall that my phone was sitting upon. So my phone took a really nice shower and was blurbing and started going blah, 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 blah. And I started screaming. I'm like, ah! Like in the shower. And so like they were still vaguely awake when I was starting my shower, and so all they heard was just me going in the shower, like going into the bathroom, hearing a lot of clanking and banging noises, and then me screaming in the shower. And they were like, "Are you okay?" Like I sound like I'm having an altercation in the shower. I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm fine." Literally everyone. What do you mean, literally everyone? Phone shower? Yeah, don't worry. The phone's okay. I was able to take it out, and I got it dried, and I just let it dry. Took my shower, did a couple of things, answered emails and things like that. And then eventually they woke up. And then they got ready, and then we went to the convention stuff. And it was really, really hilarious. Really great and really fun because like I'm trying to think. What happened next? It was kind of funny because like Avi is a height. She is a height, but she's very, very frail and dainty, and it feels like I could crush her. She's very fragile, guys. Please be careful of your wasp insects. They are very fragile. They are very thin and fragile, very crushable. Because I was doing like the cat paws. You know when you grab hold of a cat and you have them do a cat dance by flailing their ligaments. I did that to Avi a couple times, and she was just so like how do you say? It felt like she had very thin bones. And she had very, very thin exoskeleton bones. You know what I mean? Porcelain wasp. Yeah, very porcelain-like. It felt like I could crush her. But, like, she's smaller than me, but her hands are bigger than mine. She could curl her hand around mine. That's how she had extra appendage to wrap around. Yeah. Hebo Bebo. Hi! Oh my god. And then there was another instance where like we were approaching an elevator. We were waiting for the elevator to arrive. And I do the thing that I usually do when I'm being silly, right? And I run up to the elevator frame, the entrance frame, and I put my hands in the door frame on each side. And then I lift my leg up and stick it to the other side as if I'm kind of trying to climb the door frame, but I'm not succeeding because I never get that high or whatnot. I'm trying to cicada the elevator, okay? I'm trying to cicada the elevator and be that menacingly, hoping that nobody is going to be in the other side. And both Avi and Pudding are just standing there, they're just looking. They don't say anything. And then the doors open, and lo and behold, inside there was a guy who was on his phone, and he slowly lifts his head up, and I see this guy, and I immediately try to revert back to normal standing position, right? As fast as I possibly can. Because I'm being a freak right now. And both Avi and Pudding just start belting out laughing hardcore. They're just laughing so hard because of such the weirdo that I am. And the witness. We have a witness. And we get into the elevator, and then we go down to the main lobby floor and everything. And they're like, I knew that would happen. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody saw anything. It's not real. It's not real. And as we're leaving, the guy just the most straightest, stoic, flat tone is just don't worry, I wasn't even paying attention. And we're just we just leave the elevator oh my god. Just laughing oh my god, he knew something weird happened, but he was just don't worry, I wasn't even paying attention. Just oh god. You guys didn't race in the hotel hallways? No, there was too much walking around to be that kind of silly. No, too much. Also, everything was very thin and loud and stuff like that. Let me think. We didn't do any of the really late night stuff, which is a bit of a shame. We didn't do any of the room parties. But then again, I think I heard from someone that the line to get to the room parties, it was super packed and awkward, and it would take forever to get any drinky drink and get into any of the room parties. So, it's a good thing I didn't go, but it's also sad because all of the pictures look really fun and nice and cool, and it would have been really interesting to at least get into one of the room parties just to see what it looked like and have pictures and claim that hey, I was there. Do they snore? Smell weird? Weird habits? I'm getting to details. Ha! Why do you want to know such weird details? Pudding snores. I have video of him snoring. I captured video of him snoring. And Avi only snored once the entire time that I was there, to my knowledge. He only did one snore. And that was it. It wasn't a perpetual it was a and then that was it. But Pudding perpetually snored. Con shenanigans? You want to do fun stuff like that? Yeah. It was the TikTok snore. She only had one singular snore. Yeah. It sounds sexy. Oh my god. What else happened? Oh yeah. There was one time at one point, I'm there to work, right? I'm there to work. So there was a couple times where I was doing, my networking, and I was talking to a company and whatnot. And so they were tagging along and things like that. But I was taking a bit of time, and Pudding wanted to go do a tournament and things like that. So they both left so that Avi could watch him and support and things like that. And I stayed, and I was still networking with a company and whatnot. And I was networking, talking. And eventually we talked so much that I eventually I went around, and I just went to the backside of their booth to talk to them, so that I wasn't in the way of actual customers wanting to look at their stuff and whatnot. So I was sitting behind their booth, and we're having this really big conversation, and we talked for so long that I want to say, I think it might have been an hour. I was talking with this company for an hour and a half. Something crazy like that. Because you know me, I can just talk forever. And both Pudding and Avi have bailed on me. But then from like, the peripheral of my eye, I'm having this conversation, and I start getting distracted because I see something just waggling in the background of my conversation, really excitedly. Something small, really excitedly, and my focus shifts, and I see it's Avi. Avi is just like talking to uh so for Vtuber boots, she's talking to a TV screen that has a Vtuber showing in it. She's at like the Lucid booth, and she's just like having this really excitable conversation with Lucid, and she's super cute and doing a little waggle dance. Not literally waggle dancing, but she's like so excited that you might as well claim that she was waggle dancing in excitement. I basically watched my wife flirt with another VTuber. She was so giddy and happy, and was so ecstatic, and was just like very excitable, shyly excitable. It was really adorable. I was heavily distracted while I'm trying to have this networking conversation, and I couldn't keep focus with this conversation that I was trying to have, and I had to excuse myself. I had to be like, excuse me for a second. Like I grabbed my backpack. I was trying to reach for my camera so that I could capture her little waggle dance, and by the time I like got up to capture it, she finished. She excused herself from the VTuber, and then like she turned around, and the first thing she sees is me just standing there holding a camera, and she's just like she's like, you were there? And I'm like, I wanted to record you. I'm like, you forgot that I was here. You forgot that you left me here. She's like, you were there. You were watching me. She was so embarrassed. She's like, you were watching me. I'm like, you left me here. You left me here. I never left. I don't know about you. I never left. You didn't see me. I was still here. And I like turn her around, and I like waddle back towards this TV screen to this VTuber that she's like very fangirling over, and I'm like, hello, and she's like, hi again. I'm like, hi, and she's like, hello, and I'm like, interesting, yes, and so like she gets back into a conversation with her a little bit, and I'm like, oh, she's so cool. And she's like, yeah, she is. I'm like, oh, look at this Metal Gear Solid things. That's really cool. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, well, I'll leave you be. And I just like walk away, and I go back to my conversation with this other agency, and I'm like, okay. Beko is jealous. No, I wanted to video record her like waggle dancing to this other VTuber. I wanted to capture it, so I wanted to get her back into a conversation with them so that I could record her waggle dancing. But I don't think I didn't catch it. I didn't catch her waggle dancing. It was so adorable. Avi is so adorable. Like she's adorable. Like she's like she's adorable. VTuber, right? She's so adorable. IRL. She's so adorable IRL. She's very, very like Bobby and very fresh. She's like watching Bambi walk for the first time. That's how cute. And then it was really funny though, because I think her immense extreme nervousness was making her overheat, because like on the third day they had pumped up the AC. It was like the second day or something. They had pumped up the AC, and everybody was complaining about how cold it was, but like literally Avi was like, oh my god, it's so hot, and she was just like, oh, she was like taking off her sweaters and everything. She's like, oh, it's so hot. I think she was very like, her anxious nervousness was overheating her body. It was very cold. It was stark chillingly cold. Everybody was like complaining about how cold it was. Meanwhile, Avi is just like, ah, it's so hot. She's like fanning herself. Oh my god. Very nervous wasp indeed. She brought a sweater to a summer California convention. Yeah, what about it? Sometimes they bring they pump the AC up, and especially if they anticipate the dealer's hall or whatever to be super crowded with people, that makes things really warm. You want it to be super cold if you expect there to be a lot of bodily heats everywhere. The amount of people is always enough to warm the place. Yeah. It was cold though. There wasn't a lot of people. It was really cold. Super cold. She was just like all warm. She was like, ah. You remember that from your one time going to AX? Yeah. Too many bodily people heat up the room, generating all that heat. They exude so much heat. Everybody's nervous. It's all that nervousness. And then let me think. Heat. All that heat, yeah. The stanky heat. Oh, also, on her stream, she was talking about how she hates her hair and her hair is gangly. Her hair is beautiful, by the way. Don't listen to her. Her hair is absolutely beautiful. It might have been like slightly. It's a bit thick. I think her hair is a bit thick, which means it gets like oily pretty fast. So it was a bit slick. But she has really pretty hair, guys. I don't know what her hair looks like when it's short, but when her hair is long, she looks like very, very, how do you say? She's got like a swoop. She has nice hair swoop, very pretty hair. She looks very adorable. Don't let her fool you. Every time she says she's like unattractive or ugly, she's very adorable. She's an adorable little wasp. Okay. She's very cute, adorable little wasp. I don't even notice the braces. The braces do nothing. And then afterwards, she's gonna, when her braces come off, she's gonna be so insecure. My teeth are so big! Because I think that's what I hear all braces users say. They like keep licking their teeth. They're like, oh my god, there's so much real estate now. Let's see. There was at one point in time where we're like waiting in line for cake. Big teeth, yeah. That's what I hear a lot of braces from braces users. There was one time we were waiting in line and stuff like that. And like, let me think. No! One time we were waiting in line, for cake. There was gura cake. It was very, is it serendipitous? I don't know. We didn't know there would be cake. But then there was cake. And you know me. I need food. I want the food. I tried the food. We waited in line. We were behind some guy. We're just waiting there, just chilling, minding our own business. And this guy had a backpack on, and he had a bunch of, like, Vtuber Hololive, patches on his back. You know, he had, like, what did he have? He had a bunch of different things. I don't recall anymore. But the one thing that stood out to me was the fact that he had like this Pecora patches. He had Pecora patches. They had little chibi Pecora and the word ha and then the little arrow, and he pointed them up and down, up and down, up and down. And so we're standing in line behind this guy, just minding our own business, and I'm looking at his backpack, looking at these patches, and I just have this sudden urge, and out loud I'm just like, just behind this guy out loud. And he turns around and he kind of like glances, like looking at us like, like, you know, 3/4 look. He did a 3/4 look where he was just like, should I engage? Like, what? Like, he was just like, what? And like, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Like I just look at him like, I am so sorry. And Abby's just like, oh, we think your patches are really cool and sort of thing. She's like, we just think your patches are super cool. You know, she's smoothing it over. I'm just like staring at him like, I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing for my impulsion. Meanwhile, Abby's just like, your bag is so cool. We couldn't help ourselves and sort of thing. So he started talking to us about his patches, his Hololive patches, and where he got them, and like, it was really cool. I would love to have patches like that to stick on my bag and everything. And like, then we end our conversation about the patches, and he's like, okay, cool, end of conversation. He turns around, so now I'm facing these patches again, and I'm looking at the ha 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 patches, and I'm staring at them. I'm like holding on to Avi, and I'm just like, I laughed again. I couldn't help myself. Like the hyena laugh, the henya laugh. Does henya laugh like that? Pecora's laugh is just like, it's supposed to be like really like the Kojima code. It's supposed to be like in all directions. So Avi said it's true? What do you mean what Avi said is true? About what? What did she say? What did she say? I couldn't help myself. I laughed again. You let your impulsive thoughts win. I don't know what you're talking about. My impulsive thoughts. But what about her? She word vomits. I let my impulsive thoughts win, but listen, she word vomits. I think she word vomits a lot. Like about a bathroom. And let me think. We eventually get our cake, and then like, you know, we're walking, we're trying to look for a table to eat, and she's just like, "Oh, did we lose the guy? No more? Okay, well that's the end of that interaction." She was just like, "Oh, guy left. Okay," and I'm like, I need water to go with this cake." So we go to the water station, and lo and behold, he's there. Backpack guy is there, and so we're like, "Hi, you want to sit with us? You want to eat together?" And he's like, "Sure, I guess." Like we rope him in. We're like, "Ah ha ha." And I think at the time Pudding was like at a meet and greet meeting his new Oshis that he had just discovered that weekend. So it's just Avi and I and this random guy, and we're like talking to him, and we found out that he was there by himself. He did one of those looking for roommate calls. So he was there by himself, rooming with a bunch of strangers, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so scary and everything. And we're like talking, and he's like asking, he's like, oh, hi Ozzy, hara hara, thank you so much for the follow. With every level I grow stronger. Ha, how are you doing? I'm recapping about the my OffKai experience and all that other stuff. So sorry, I'm very distracted as well. What was I saying? Oh yeah. At one point, you know, he's like telling us about all of the VTubers and the different conventions that he's gone to, the VTubers that he likes and things like that. And like he's asking us, he's just like, oh, like who are your Oshis? And you know, Avi is like listing a couple of like VTubers. She's like, I would like this and this and this and this. And then it gets to me, right? And I'm like, I look over and I look at the guy and I'm like, oh, well, you know, I have like the you know, pretty standard. I like Kali and Ame from Hololive, but you know, I think in all reality, my real Oshi is a little wasp. There's a little wasp that streams. I look over at Avi and she looks back at me. She's like giving me a look. I'm like, what? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? she like didn't want to tell. She there was a lot of things she didn't want to tell anybody that she was going. She wanted to surprise people with the stories afterwards. She didn't want to tell anybody she was going. She didn't want to meet up with anybody. She didn't want to tell anybody that she was a VTuber, which is all fair. I don't tell people that I'm a VTuber. I just give them the sticker and let them deal with it. I don't tell them I'm a VTuber. I hand them the sticker and let them figure it out. I never say I'm a VTuber. No, that's kind of cringe. I never say that. I just give them the sticker and say, hey, here you go, sticker. Deal with it. Not gonna lie, you were gonna say it would be a power move if you said your Oshi was each other. No, she never said I was her Oshi. But I kept telling people that she was my Oshi. Because, right, I always say that Kali and Ame were my Oshi. But then on Friday, when it was just Pudding and I watched a panel where it was like a drawing panel, and the VTubers that were participating, one of the things, one of the prompts was to draw your Oshi, and so they drew a bunch of like VTubers, and a couple of them like drew each other, and they were describing why that VTuber was their Oshi, and I was listening to their reasonings. I'm like, you know what? I mean, based off of their explanation, their reasonings, and things like that, I'm just like, you know what? Like, Kale and Ame, they got me into VTubing, sure. But based off of, like, you know, watching a VTuber grow, wanting to support them, being there from the very beginning, or being a huge fan, that's technically Avi. Like to me, that's technically Avi. Avi is my Oshi. I want her to grow. I've known about her existence even before she was born. Like all of that stuff. I'm just like, oh my god. Avi's my Oshi. So then I started telling people that, and I think Avi was just like, oh my god, what? I decided that Friday that Avi was my Oshi. Did you throw your stickers at people? I didn't throw them at people, but I did like hand them like the sticker and be like, here, have a sticker. Have a sticker. Thank you for interacting with me. Have a sticker. Here, I would like to buy this keychain. Have a sticker. Of course, I would pay them money. I would pay them the money, and then after all of the interaction was done and I was done with my purchase, I'd be like, here, have a sticker. Beko is her own Oshi. Me! I'm not my own Oshi. Please, no. Absolutely not. Free Catgirl stickers. Yeah, free Catgirl stickers for the masses. Here you go. Avi is already fully grown. She could grow more. She could grow more. There's always room to grow. There's always room to end grow, guys. There's always room to end grow.
メッセージをお願いします。
Hey, I take your scooter. Have a sticker. Hi! I really like your scooter. Have a sticker. Thank you for your scooter. Goodbye! Goodbye! Listening to Avi in person, I came to the realization she does not have a streamer voice. I don't intentionally have a streamer voice, but I've been told that I do. I don't realize that I do. I really don't, and I'm not doing it on purpose. Because I do have different voices, and I'm sure you've heard them all, so it's not like I'm trying to hide anything. Chia actively has a streamer voice. She always has on-off switch. She always has a streamer voice, regardless of her mood or whatever. It's the same, and it's very consistent. I'm not consistent because I'm not trying to hide things. It's just based off of my energy levels. Is my voice. It's my energy levels. So, like, I've had some streams where I'm like, hi! I'm like this. And I've had some streams where I'm like, hi, guys. How you doing? What's up? And things like that. And then, like, you can hear me in my tea room. I'm like, oh, my God. You know, I let the full grunge out. You know, I let the full grunge out. I don't mean to, like, have a streamer voice, but it's just dependent on my energy levels. Versus Avi, it's the same. There is no difference. Online, offline. No, she sounds exactly the same. There's no hiding that. So if you were to hear her voice out in public, you'd be like, oh my god, Avi? Like, you'd be able to recognize her based off of her voice. I could somewhat get away with it. And Chia could somewhat get away with it. I think Chia for sure. She sounds very different. Chia sounds very, very different. Her streamer voice sounds very baby. And then her real voice is like... a little bit deeper, a little bit more deeper. And then me, I can somewhat get away with it, but also at the same time, I feel like I've shown you guys all of the inflections of my voice that you guys could probably pick it out. Shirt for me, scalps person's forehead with sticker. Just put it on there. You did the same thing with stickers, but when it came to giving those to someone who sells merch, you just forget the merch you bought and leave with a sense of oh my god. No, that's fair. I think Avi did that. She bought something and almost walked away without picking up her merch. Grandma Chia? No, she sounds very chill. Like that's why when I tell you guys my descriptions of Chia, like how she's a man of a woman, she's a beast of a woman, she's girl boss, like she's so intimidating, she's like so much authority and power, and then like I say all these descriptions about Chia, and then I go to her stream, and she sounds so baby and so passive. She's like, hey, chat, like very, very soft, super soft and passive. I listen to this voice, and I'm like, this doesn't match the description that I tell everybody that she's such a man of a woman and very boss. Like it doesn't sound like that. She sounds very baby on her streams, and I'm like, man, does chat think I'm lying to them? It's such a baby. Is that what she is doing? Oh my god. No, but Avi is the same. Avi is the same throughout. Her voice is the same. She has no streamer voice whatsoever. Ever. I think I actually have a streamer accent as well. I think I end up having a streamer accent with you guys, and that's not on purpose. And it's not even a real accent. It's just certain pronunciations of things that ends up happening because of the levels of excitement that I have when I'm streaming, and it ends up being really weird. But yes, that is a thing that happens. What was my topic that I was talking about beforehand? Your voice is not the same? Is it not? Is it not? What do you mean not the same? I've heard your streamer voice. No, that's not true. I've heard your streamer voice, and then I've heard you talk when you were doing the streams for JoJo. That couldn't be your streamer voice. It's your voice. You have to. No, Ano has an adorable voice. I love Ano's voice. I also love Resnick's voice. I love you guys' voices. You guys have really cool voices. Let's see. What happened after the patch thing? What's another scenario that happened? Oh my god, Lenka captured a really wonderful picture of our first encounter, freaking wrestling. I wrestled Pudding because they wouldn't wake up. I forgot when. They wouldn't wake up. They refused to wake up. So I proceeded to attack Pudding. But, you know, it doesn't matter how much they apparently worked out. Apparently, I was still beating them and winning because I have the thighs of power that could brace and wrap around them and pin them down and make it so that they cannot overpower me whatsoever. Upper body strength, I'm weak sauce. But if I am able to use my leggies, I will crush you. But I didn't crush them, don't worry. I didn't do anything that would harm or hurt them. I just poked and prodded and tickled because that is their weakness, and I did the harmless maneuvers, the harmless attacks of tickled you to death. You constantly tell me you're uncomfortable with your voice? Yes, because it's very man. Your voice is very deep, resounding. It's very deep and resounding, and it's very masculine. It's a voice. It is a voice. It is a voice that is very deep and resounding, and it makes me go. You've heard my voice only a tiny bit. Not sure how you think of your voice. I know I've heard your voice a lot. I've heard your voice a lot. I know what your voice sounds like, but I'm not having a clear crystallization of an imagery of a voice because I know that you have a lot of white noise in your audio. Time to wake up. German suplex. Exactly. Buckle crush. Yes. He tried to get me off of his back, but he couldn't. He could not escape. I clamped on. I could lean myself back and then throw myself back on, based off of just clinging to him with the leggies. That is the strength of the Beko leggies. That is the strength of the Beko leggies. Nah, Pudding could not win. Pudding works out on a daily. Head crab? Head crab? I was not a head crab. My fighting style, as described to me from my sister, is that I fight like a spider monkey. Imagine a spider monkey, if you will, and just turn that into a Beko, and voila, that is exactly what you have to deal with. How do you respond? You encounter a Beko. They approach you with spider monkey tactics. How do you respond? You dug your cat claws inside? I did not. I was very gingerly and gentle. I just did the poking and the proddies, that enough to make tickles and the laughings. I tickled him so much. He couldn't get rid of me. I tickled him so much. He started to get exhausted from tickling. He was too exhausted to laugh, is how much I tickled him. He began to be too exhausted to laugh. There was no energy for him to laugh. It was like very pathetic, like It was very exhausted laughing after a certain point in time. Very exhausted. All of that working out. Pudding needs to train better. Pudding needs to train for the tactics of spider monkey-esque-ness. You guys need to defend yourselves. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It doesn't matter if I'm tiny. It doesn't matter if I'm portable. Spider monkey wins all. I know how to climb. I can climb. You can't get rid of me. And once I clamp down, once I've secured positioning, you can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. You will not win. It's like a vice grip. You will not win. Ah. You'll win easy. I'm not ticklish, by the by. By the by, FYI, I'm not ticklish. So you can't use the counter weakness on me. That's what Pudding did. That's how Pudding exposed himself. He tried to tickle me because there was like empty space and he didn't know what to say. So his default reaction was to try and tickle me because he did that thing where, you know, you try to tickle the knee. And I looked at him, I'm like, oh, okay. You've just exposed yourself. Because I wouldn't tickle him. I wasn't going to tickle him, but then he tickled me first. So now it's an arsenal. It's a weapon against him because he opened the floodgates. So now I can tickle him. Avi told me secrets. She told me secrets. Yeah, she told me secrets. She told me where her weakness is. I know where her weakness is. I'm not going to share. I'm not going to share where her weakness is. But I know it. And if I wanted to, I could use it against her. Avi's secrets are our secrets. It's all of our secrets together. Yeah. No. I have pictures. I share pictures. Look, I'll share this picture. This is a picture of Avi. Let me put it here. Oh, am I gonna break? This is a picture of Avi simping over that VTuber chick that she really liked. This is a picture of her simping over the VTuber. She was very excited. She talked to the TV screen for a really long time. It was very distracting. She was very excited. Under her chin, oh, if only, who knows? Insert Bugs Bunny B. Beko Evil Arc? No! Only, you know. Only if, what do you say? Antagonized? What's the word I'm looking for? Provoked. Only if provoked. Don't lie about it. Avi 3D real life graphics? Yes. I've made these versions of the photos. So there is an actual version of Avi's host body. But we've done this version for your immersion, okay? Because she's not shown any parts of herself. So this is a VTuber. I don't know if you guys know this VTuber. I don't know this VTuber. But is this a moth? Is this a moth? She likes this VTuber. She was very excited over this VTuber. And then we have another one. So this one was over the balcony at the elevator. As it loads in. There we go. There's another one. Isn't that cool? She is there. Don't worry about it. She's there. Look at how excited she is. She was super excited. Apparently we rated her once. Yeah, I think so. Being Avi, you don't know her? Oh, cool. Yeah. So there's Pudding. There I am. There's the center bit. So this was what I called the courtyard. So like all of these walls, the hotel was basically like a square, like a tourist square. And all of the rooms basically circled this middle bit, which is like the courtyard. Which was really cool because this was basically where like the food was over here. There was a bar over here. Oh, I'm pointing the things. I'm pointing the things on my computer screen and I'm realizing that you guys don't see my mouse. Okay, I'm sorry. But like basically down there was a lot of tables for you to hang and chill out, and then there's like a coffee place where you could have Phase Connect coffee. That looks like a huge place. It was really it's a reasonable size. It's a reasonable size. I really like conventions where everything is like self-enclosed like this. I like conventions where it's like self-enclosed and then you could just wake up from your hotel room and just go downstairs and you're at the convention. You don't need to walk to like a convention center. Ha! It's like those photos where a friend gets photoshopped into a whole bunch of group photos because they couldn't come. She's there. She's there. She is there. She was there. You don't believe me? Look, she's right here. This is picture proof. This is picture proof that she was there. We could see what is she pointing at. Oh yeah. You can see my mouse. You can see what I'm pointing at for sure. But yes, we have wonderful pictures. Wonderful pictures. Let me see. Where's another one? Where is it? Is it this one? I need to make sure I don't pick the other ones. The non-edited ones. So here we go. So here's a picture of us showing that we were at OffKai. Proof that we're at OffKai right here. Isn't that great? Look at that. Avi's super tall. She's super tall, guys. Believe me, she's super tall. We believe. Yeah, she's super tall, guys. But of course, you know, we actually don't know what Avi's size is. So here's another size option. If you guys don't believe, here's another size option. So you got 2 size options. Which one is the real universe? Which universe is real? What do you think? 6 foot tall, mega wasp? Yeah, which is the real universe? Do you guys know? Do you guys know which one's the real universe? Where she's tall? Where she's short? How tall is she in the first one? I don't know. How tall is that? Is that 6 foot? Is that really 6 foot? Or is the other one accurate? Real answer, she's as tall as an actual wasp? Very true. Absolutely true. Those are all very beautiful pictures and memories. I was wanting, this is what I was photoshopping before stream. I was trying to like fix these up. Oh, you missed the pictures. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a couple of other pictures that I didn't need the Photoshop. You know that thing when VTubers meet up and they take like the pictures together? Let me see. We took a couple of those. Those ones are really cute. This has now become like, this is the summer. Our summer stuff that we did. I have a bunch of pictures of food, of course, which I think I shared with everybody. So I don't need to share that. But like, there's so many pictures here. Let's see. I like the couch one. That one's my favorite. This couch one is my favorite. There's a good couch one. I like this one. Let's open this one in browser. And then we'll save this one. OffKai folder. Please save image. Pics at Discord? Yeah, I think I posted a bunch of my pics at Discord. So you could take a look at that. This one I really like this picture. They were saying this is accurate, size accurate. So like I have my thing on a tablet because that's what I use for my tracking and everything, and they have theirs on their phone. And it kind of makes sense because cats are bigger than bugs, right? Cats are bigger than a bumblebee and a wasp. So this is size accurate on the couch. You've never been to a con? It's so fun. That's really fun. Hopefully you can go to a con when you're done with the grind. When you're done with the grind. You should go to a convention. It's really fun. I think Avi enjoyed this one so much that she's probably gonna go to the next one. And I've been confirmed that I will go next year as well. So I'll be confirmed to go next year. Beko is small. Yes, I am tiny. Dr. Beko over here, PhD in entomology. Look, it's size accurate. So there's all of us on the couch here. You can see Avi. You can see Pudding. Yeah, it looks size accurate. We were all here. Bugs is smaller than cat. Yes, exactly. So this is very accurate. This is a very accurate. We were here. Very much accurate. If y'all goes, you can go to the next year's OffKai to spot any imposters. Any imposter Bekos or wasp out there? Anyone? Maybe I should make a cosplay of myself and see if anybody recognizes or notices me. I know. I think that's about it. There's one other cool picture that I have with Pudding. I had this really cool picture idea where I wanted to get like all of our backsides with all of our mobile devices behind us so that you can't really see us, but all you see is our backside, and then it shows us behind us. But Avi did not want a picture of her backside. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't ask me about the shape of her backside. I didn't look. I didn't look at her backside, so I can't tell you the shape of her backside, okay? What I can tell you is that she's definitely well endowed. She's well endowed on the front side. She's got a lovely handful. She actually made a comment. She made a comment about me, because I made a comment. We were eating one time in the courtyard, and I'm just like, I was thinking about fanime, and I'm just like, one of these days, I think it would be really fun to cosplay as Lady Demetrescu, right? Because I want to be a tall woman. I think it would be really interesting and fun to be a tall woman, to just have stilts and just be tall like that. But like, I'm talking about this, wanting to do this, and in my head, I'm thinking the only thing is that Lady Demetrescu is very voluptuous, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. She's very, very voluptuous, right? That's what I'm thinking. I haven't said it out loud. And before I can say anything remotely like in that direction out loud, Avi goes and like she looks at me and she makes this comment, "But you're pentacle." And I look at her and I'm like, Avi, thank you for basically saying I'm flat. Thank you for telling me I'm flat. But you're pentacle. I want to be Lady Demetrescu. But you're pentacle. Very funny. Very funny. No, it's okay. I call myself pentacle. I just think it was funny that she was basically acknowledging that I am pentacle. I just think it's funny that she was acknowledging that. Gonna have to cosplay your bounty hunter self? Maybe. But maybe. You're gonna need some balloons back up. Listen. They have the little you can buy like the silicone things, the silicone booba that you can just slip under. Well endowed. You were gonna say you need to be on stilts? Yeah, I want to be on stilts. I want to be a tall woman. I think that would be really funny. All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman. Yeah, exactly like that. That's what I think in my head. Exactly that song. You'd take Avi and Beko to stack together and still be 2 feet shorter than Lady Dimitrescu. Goddamn. Yeah, no, we probably still would be though. Oof, Beko IRL. I'm not a brick. Emotional damage. You can still grow? No, it's fine. I like my size. I don't want to grow. I don't want to grow in that way. I don't want to be bigger. Remember, guys, I know what it would look like to be bigger at my size, okay? I have a sister with like 5D booba, okay? I don't want to be that. I don't want to have like I don't want to be anything bigger than a B. I'm happy with my tiny little pequeña size AB cup, okay? I'm happy being a petankle. No silicone is big enough for the lack. What the frick? Lack of space. What's the booba size of Lady Demetrescu? Okay, what's her booba size? You know what's sad? I would also need to have like butt padding. I think, wouldn't I? Because she's very shapely. She's got like that nice hourglass figure. I would need like booba padding and butt padding if I wanted to like fully embody the physique of Lady Demetrescu. I always said that because I wanted to be a tall woman and be like domineering in the height category and have like people like look at me and like look up at me for a change and be like, wow, like look up to have to see me sort of thing. She looked like H, F, or G maybe. Who? My sister or Lady Demetrescu? She has to be bigger because she's thicker. She's thicker, maybe. She's pretty big. and pretty shapely. But they have silicone booba sizes that big, but they cost like $100+ for that, and they probably weigh like freaking 5 pounds. So that would be really painful to walk around in stilts and have 5 pound weights dragging you your front side and your back side. Do they make silicone butt padding that's like big enough for that kind of shape? An actual unit? Yeah, Lady Dimitrescu is an actual unit. Can't I just be like a pentacle Lady Dimitrescu? Do you think it would still be visually appealing if I didn't have the balancing assets frontwards and backwards? How can it be your sister? You never seen her? What do you mean? How can it be my sister? My sister has like 5D booba. Like she's got big boobs. Like big boobs. Like they're so big that they comically close cabinet doors that she's trying to open in the kitchen. Like, you know, when you open a cabinet in the kitchen, her boobs slam them shut while she's trying to open them. That's how big they are. Just a regular hip pad is fine. At this point, it's just a mecha suit. Yes! Give me a Lady Dimitrescu mecha suit. Absolutely. I'll do that. For sure, for sure. I just want to be tall and domineering. You guess you can foam shape everything? I'm gonna be lightweight. Waggle waggle. And Lady D's cake is insane. Big boobs overrated. Yeah, they are overrated. Lies. Scribs, you like big booba? Are you outing yourself? You like big booba? You like big booba? Why are you guys here? I'm Pentacle. I am a proud member of Pentacle. I am proud to be tiny. Small chested. Pequeña booba. You've seen a few good cosplays of her, like videos at Anime NYC? Really? I only saw one at Fanime, and I think I took a picture of her. It might have to be reposted, but like, I took a picture of a Lady Dimitrescu, and I was in awe. I was in awe of her presence. I want to be a presence like that. I want to be a presence. I want to be tall and domineering for like 5 minutes. Big boobs keep hand warm, but small one keep heart warm. Oh, that's so cute and adorable. Tall, thin girls. Tall, the thin, the girls. The portable. What was the best cosplay you saw at OffKai? Honestly, Cinder cosplaying as herself. I saw Cinder cosplaying as herself, and her cosplay was fire. Like, literal fire. It was really good. All booba? Noise. Ah, yeah. She's tall, dude. Cinder's tall. Cinder is like tall, man. She's like taller. She's taller / as tall as Pudding. Then again, she was also wearing heels, but like in the picture, she's as tall as Pudding. Actually, you know what? Pudding's holding out on me picture-wise. He didn't post the picture. You holding out on me. Where is that Cinder picture? We're trying to trade pictures, and I feel like Pudding didn't include all of the pictures. I included all of my pictures, even like the pictures of like random merch and pictures of like food and stuff. Pudding's holding out on me. Oh yeah. All booba is best booba. It's not the booba that matters in the end. So true, so true. I was actually kind of intimidated. I'm not intimidated. Is intimidated the right word? I think after I left, right, and I was dropped off at the airplane, I was talking to some of my other friends about the experience, and I'm just like, Avi has really nice boobs. She's got nice boobs. I have like small tiny boobs, but hers are a very sizable size. They're very nice. They're not too big. They're not too small. They're a shape. They are a very what do you say? They are not recognizable. They are a present. Is it shapely? They're shapely. They are very shapely. She has nice size. I was like, I'm tiny. Kenya. I was shocked. She's got a nice pair of boobs. Is it weird? Is it weird to say that? She's got a nice pair of booba. They're not too big. They're not too small. They are the right size booba. They are a very nice pair of booba. Apparently Cinder is 5'5", but she looks like over 6 feet. Is she 5'5"? Is she only 5'5"? She looks super tall. She was very tall to me. She was very tall and domineering. Well, she did have like heels though. You can share a Cinder pic you saw? Okay. I have the one next to Pudding because I have that as a frame of reference since I stood next to Pudding. Pudding is like 5'7", I think. I don't remember how tall Pudding is. 5'7", 5'9". Menacing presence of
Can't
massive
sleep while
honkers
you guys
in
are
the area.
discussing such an interesting subject. Meow.
You can't sleep while... I'm sorry, I'm discussing interesting things. Pardon, I'm Saz. Sizable size. They were a sizable size. Was she wearing like platforms or stilettos? They were kind of like ankle boots. They were basically exactly like her VTuber model. So they were like ankle boots and they had a thick heel, but there was some height to it. There was a little bit of height. He's like, I was wondering if you were wanting my solo pics. I'm like, oh, you're holding out on me. Oh. Heights? What heights? My heights? I mean, so tiny, but she's well endowed. She's smaller than me, but she's well endowed. The only thing I got going for me is the fact that I have thighs. So, you know, I've got thick thighs. And even then, like growing up, I hated how thick my thighs were. And then apparently thighs are appealing. Nobody told me this growing up. I hated my thighs. I went my whole life, like, you know, when they ask you that question, what's one thing you would change about yourself? My answer was always like either my nose or my thighs, because I had thick thighs, right? And like you see a lot of the Asian models and they have like pencil thin thighs, and I'm like, man, as an Asian, I should have pencil thin thighs. But then apparently I'm now being told that apparently thickness is real. Thickness is the savior. Or something like that. I was like, what the frick? Discord meme share? Stare? Meme stare? Me? Am I memeing? Oh my god, did you post something in my memes? In the pics in the meme share? What is this? One day, those who have silicone implants will look like this in the tube. Don't those evaporate? They're not are they perfectly sealed? Will they never evaporate or dry out? Will they not dry out? Will it? She doesn't have implants, though. Obvious is authentic. She has authentic shapes. She has authentic shapes, guys. She's authentically shapely. Thighs, you're awake. You know what? I didn't check Avi's thighs. Now that I think about it, I didn't check her thighs. I was too distracted by her booba. I was too distracted by her boobas to pay attention to her thighs. Or her backside. Or know anything else other than she's very tiny boned and feels very fragile. And has soft hands. That's the only description you get from me. That's the only description I can provide you. She's got the softest hands I've ever felt. Her hands are bigger than mine. She's smaller than me. She's got tiny frame and feels like she has tiny bones that feels like she can shatter if you like shake her too hard. And she's got very shapely, adequately endowedness, and that's it. That's all I can give you. Oh, and her hair is nice. I like her hair. I like her hair. You shared a pic, or it didn't happen. Also at subway tunnel. Okay. Her hair is thick. Yeah, her hair is thick. Her hair is thick. I don't know if she washed her hair. It was kind of like that kind of thickness. It was that kind of thickness. I don't know if she used the shampoo there, or maybe I should have offered her to use my shampoo. Because sometimes, you know, like hotel shampoo, they make your hair very weird. because it's not the best quality. Like, it either dries it out or makes it super oily. I should have offered her my shampoo, maybe. Maybe that might have made it better for her. So I think my shampoo, I think the one that I was using is like for making hair straight and less frizzy. She said that she liked my hair for having volume, but I was just like, my hair is frizzy. Like, I have frizzy hair. I have too much volume in it. And she's just like, my hair is like slick and oily. And I'm like, but you have very pretty swoopy hair. Your work here is done. Cheap shampoos suck. Yes, absolutely. Let me see. Cinder cosplaying herself at OffKai. Original message was deleted. Why was the original message deleted? What happened? Shadow the one that made it? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I saw this one. I saw this picture. Trending. She looks so tall. She looks so tall. Are you telling me she's only 5'5"? She's only 5'5"? Shampoo? You just use a bar of soap for everything? That dries out the hair, doesn't it? Because you don't have conditioner? You need like conditioner and oils to kind of re-moisturize your hair. Shampoo? What that? Oh god. No. Oh no. Shampoo? What that? I'm gonna close these. I don't need these, right? I don't need the defaults of these pictures. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You just use pool chlorine? Like the actual chlorine or the salt that is like substitute chlorine? Is that what you use? Chlorine, salt, chlorine substitute? You need it for your thick hair? Which one? The thickness? Cheap shampoo. Cheap. At one point, I haven't found the shampoo that resonates with me yet. I haven't found the shampoo that resonates with me. Right now, I'm using something that's like really heavy for keratin or something like that to try to, because my hair sometimes frizzes up. My hair sometimes like frizzes up, so it's not super straight. And so I'm hoping like the keratin heavy shampoos will make it like nice and straight without some frizz. But I don't know. There was one point in time I used like horse shampoo. Horse shampoo is very hydrating for like thick hair because I have really thick hair. I have super thick hair. No sulfates. I don't think mine has any sulfates. I don't think mine has any sulfates. I don't think. But sulfate's the one that makes it like sudsy, right? Makes all the super sudsies. Maybe mine does have sulfate then, because it does have the little sudsies in it. It does have the super suds. But that's super suds. Maybe I should revert back to the horse shampoo. I think I remember the horse shampoo being like the best experience I've ever had so far. That and some purple shampoo that's like called Tossle Me Softly or something like that. But I don't remember, and it's very hard for me to find that particular shampoo because they don't sell it at bulk size, and I want to have bulk size. Inherited your family genes of thick, greasy hair. What do you use for your hair then? What do you use to shampoo your hair? For the grease. Minimize the grease. I don't think I have grease in my hair. But, no. Mine's more frizzy. I have frizzy problems. Your sister uses that kind? The horse shampoo? Ah! Very good. Must be very good. Oh my god. It took you a while to find a shampoo that suited your beard? You shampoo your beard? You don't use face wash? You shampoo your beard? Johnson and Johnson kids. Oh my god. You shampoo your beard? But then again, you have a lot of beard. You tend to get like a lot of beard. You have to shampoo beard. It's also hair. I know it's also hair, but I just assume you get it. Like it's less like you like because you don't condition your beard, right? You don't go in like you don't shampoo and then follow up with conditioner. Or you just shampoo just to clean it. So like, couldn't you just use whatever face wash you use and just lather it into your beard? Beard is still hair. I know beard is still hair. I just assumed that like it was less important hair that could just use face wash. Your skin can get dry if you don't oil and wash your beard. Oh. Wait, do you oil your beard? Wash your... Of course you use conditioner too, but this one is for a beard with whisk. Oh my god, wait, what do you mean whiskey scent? You smell whiskey on your beard follicles? Speaking of whiskey, I got drunk. Speaking of whiskey, I got drunk. I forgot that story. You've also just used face wash / regular soap on your beard. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking about. Beard oil. I never knew that I was wondering if you did. I was wondering if you you have to oil your beard, like condition it, like with oils and stuff. Because I know even if you're bald, right? Even if you're bald, you still have to like wax your head, right? Like wax dome wax. That's what dome wax is. Don't bother with the fancy stuff since it doesn't have health benefits. Getting drunk at con is quintessential experience. No, you know the funny thing? It was after the con. Pudding made the mistake of offering to buy me a drink for our last meal. So like we were leaving the convention and we have to have like one meal before sending me off to the plane. Okay? And so we stopped at this Filipino restaurant. It was really tasty, super tasty. Okay, it's been so long since I've had a Filipino dish, and this was like super ritzy. It was a very ritzy Filipino restaurant. Okay, they offered salmon. You know I had to get some salmon. I tried the salmon dish. It was very tasty. Oh my god. Was it 5W20 makes excellent beard oil? At least your car thinks so every time. Oh no. Oh, 1 on land is 3 in the air. Pudding met drunk Beko. Pudding met drunk Beko. Pudding had not met drunk Beko before then. Sorry. Oh my god. Pudding made the mistake of offering to get me alcohol. Lumpia. Yeah, I like lumpia as well. Beard oil is necessary. Oh. So, thank you so much for the hydration station. I don't have water. I ran out. I'll get it after. I'll get it after stream. I'll make sure to chug lots of water. It's just from a lot of talking. What was I saying? Oh, right. Oh my god. Oh god, go get water. You want me to get water right now? Well, wait. But the alcohol. Okay, I'll go get water. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys are like trying to drown me. No Beko commercial. Did you want commercial? I get mixed feelings on whether or not you guys like me sending you guys to Beko Donlet, to commercial Donlet. Stream sponsored by water! Thank you so much. Wait, I have to look. How many times did you hydrate me? How many times is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 10. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi, everybody. Okay. Like. You have a gallon jug of water, so it's
Welcome
fine.
to the Beaky stream. While my sidekick was away, I had fun with new sidekick. Much fun was had. I'm Beaky, I do things. Meow.
What do you mean, new sidekick? Who's the new sidekick? Vicky, I thought I toggled you off. How are you still talking? I thought I toggled you off. How are you there? Stop hiding in the corner of the room. You're supposed to be on vacation. Anyway, so I forgot what Pudding got. Pudding got the eternal Bicky, the most internalist of Bickies. Anyway. The unkillable. We're both unkillable. We're both unkillable forever. Anyway, as long as I live, she lives. As long as she lives, I live. What was it? Oh yeah. So Pudding got some alcoholic drink. Okay, it was yellow. It was the yellow one. Pudding got the yellow one. I forgot what the alcohol was put in there. But it was sour. Whatever the flavor was, it was sour, and it made me purse up my face. It was like, okay. And then mine, whatever the alcohol was, I think it was bourbon. I think it was bourbon because I would take a drink and it felt like whatever was in it would vaporize in my mouth. So it was like, puh, puh, you know? Your first guess is a whiskey sour? I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Pudding. He took a picture of the alcohol menu, so I don't know if he still has it. The yellow one, so specific. I sent pictures. I posted pictures in the pics, or it didn't happen. That's just what high proof alcohols do. Vaporize. They do that. The vaporize in the mouth. But I think it was bourbon. I mean, they said bourbon or something. It started with B, but I don't know my alcohol, so I don't know if bourbon's correct. But it did the vaporization. And I didn't like it. I didn't like either of the flavors because I could strongly taste the alcohol in both of them. And like, bourbon is whiskey? Yeah, okay then. And so like at one point, Pudding was just like, I'm okay with either of them, and I'm like, what? And he's like trying to offer me whichever one, and I'm like, I'm gonna go with the red one. The red one was my drink. I'm just like, just gonna stick with my drink because your drink is very sour, and it's like, it makes me crunch up my face. At least with this one, like I don't like the bourbon, but at least I could try to power through. Like it's not a flavor, it's not an added flavor, but it's like disgusting still. Okay. But it's not an added flavor. It's not an added side effect to whatever. Why different names? What do you mean? Different names for what? The alcoholic beverages? A whiskey sour is whiskey and lemon juice. Oh. Oh. Sorry. With optional egg white? I don't know if it had egg white. I don't remember if it had egg white. There was another drink that I think had egg white. When he was listing them to me, there was one drink that had egg white, and that sounded really weird to me. But I digress. I'm like working on this alcoholic beverage. I'm drinking it, I'm chugging it or whatever. I'm drinking it as fast as I can, and I'm trying to enjoy my meal. It was a tasty meal. It was a very delicious and tasty meal, okay? It was very good. I'm focusing on this meal. Friggin' the salmon was delicious. My adobo fried rice was delicious. Oh my god, the meal was very delicious. But then all of a sudden, I perk up and I'm like looking around. I'm being very shifty. I'm like looking around. I look at cause we're like at the entrance a little bit. Like there's like an entrance and there's like a really wide window, looking outside. And I'm like looking at the street. I'm looking at the sidewalk. I'm turning around and I'm looking around. I'm looking at like the environment. I'm looking at the trees and everything. I'm looking outside. Like I'm very alert. I'm in high alert mode. Like something's wrong. Something feels wrong. And Pudding's just like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. I think so. I mean, something feels weird. Something feels off. And they're like, okay. And I continue eating. And I have this weird feeling again, okay? I have this weird feeling. And this feeling, basically to explain to you guys, this feeling feels like as if air pressure is like surrounding, like as if air pressure is coming in and blowing up my head is what it feels like. Okay? I feel like air pressure is coming in and inflating my head from below and squishing my brain upwards. That's what it feels like. And so in my head I'm thinking, is it like New York where there's a lot of wind going around? Like, is there a lot of air pressure going around? Are we next to the water? Am I feeling the like how it was in Boston where there was a lot of water movement and it felt really weird? Or is it like in New York where there was a train stations and I could feel the movement, all of those. I was very sensitive to the movements of the ground. And so like I go in alert mode again and I'm looking around, right? I'm being shifty and looking around like as if I'm very paranoid. And I asked Pudding, I'm like, are we next to the water? I'm like asking, I'm like, are we next to the water? I'm wondering if we're like if we're like on a pier or something or something that's making the ground not steady or whatnot. But something's weird and the air pressure is very weird. I'm telling them, I'm like, there's something wrong with the air pressure. The air pressure is being amiss, is being weird. Right? I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because I'm feeling this weirdness. I'm feeling the air pressure weirdness. I'm having a freak out. I'm trying to focus on eating my wonderful food. I'm trying to eat my wonderful, beautiful, tasty food. I'm trying to focus on that, but I'm having a hard time focusing because all I feel is this air pressure pushing my brain upwards, okay? That's all I'm feeling is this air pressure. This air pressure is just pushing my brain up and it's making my head feel funny. My head's feeling very funny and I can't focus on my food, so I can't enjoy my food and it's a bit of an annoyance. It's a bit of a bother. And Pudding's just like, no, we're not close to the water. And I'm like, okay, I'm explaining the air pressure and I'm just like, okay. I go back to eating, focus again. And it happens again. I feel very weird. And I'm like, I'm going crazy. I'm telling them, I'm like, I'm going crazy. I'm having a really hard time focusing on my food because I'm feeling this air pressure and I'm freaking out. Like I'm telling them, like, I'm freaking out. And Pudding's looking at me. He's looking at me. And then he's like looking at my drink. And he's like, are you drunk? And I look at my drink. I look at my half. I think I only had like 1/3 of it left or something. My half drink, and it was like half of the drink. Actually, it wasn't even 1/3. I only drank half of this cup. Okay, that tiny cup in the picture. I only drank half of it. It took half of it to do this to me. I look at that cup and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that was alcohol. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot I was drinking alcohol. I'm like, is that it? Is that what I'm experiencing? I'm drunk. Bourbon is a subset of making whiskey. It corned whiskey in oak barrels, right? Whiskey is just barley, wheat, or corn, and bourbon means more than half of the mash is corn, which is aged in new oak barrels. You like beer better. It's like drinking liquid bread. Beer is disgusting. Beer is disgusting, though. I'm sorry, Damon. I know all you drink is beer. Beko got spiked drink. Gotta love sinuses. Is that what I was feeling? So what you felt was, yeah, that's exactly what I felt. That chia emote, the freaking imploded head, that's exactly what I was feeling. You got earthquake? That's what alcohol do? Oh, Pudding was just like, are you drunk? I was like, oh my god, and mind you, right, even before I started drinking, before the drink was ordered, I told Pudding, like, Avi was in the bathroom at the time, I told Pudding, I'm like, since I haven't started drinking yet, I'm gonna apologize to you for anything that happens after I start drinking. Like, I just tell him that. That's what I told him when I before drinking. I'm like, I'm gonna apologize to you ahead of time for whatever may happen. So now that I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking drunk. I'm trying to eat my food. I'm like being weird and silly. what that proof do? What the proof doing? Catwoman gamer mode. Hello. Did Beko get a lady in red or half-blood prince? I don't know. I wish Pudding's holding out on the pictures. Pudding didn't post everything, cause they didn't post the menu either. I want to see this menu, cause I want to know the restaurant that we ate at. But they took all these pictures. They're holding out on me. I could like explain if he posts the drinks menu, because I knew he took a picture of that. If he posts that, I could like take a screenshot of whatever it was that I drank and send it to you guys. Apple cider good though? Have you tried pineapple cider? I've not tried pineapple cider. I'm very noob at alcohol. I don't know anything about alcohol. I don't know anything. I'm very low tolerance, cost efficient. Does not take much for me to be affected. You want to get your tolerance up enough to try Everclear or Absinthe? What is that? Are those really hard liquors? You actually have to work up a tolerance before you can even chance those ones. You don't think anyone should ever try Everclear? What the heck is Everclear? You want to do it once and then never again? What the frick is Everclear? How bad is Everclear? Does it even taste good is the question. Does it even taste good? Also, isn't a low tolerance better? Your liver is healthy and you need less to get drunk. Yes. I'm cost efficient. I'm healthier for the wallet too. I'm cost efficient. I don't need much. But oh boy, people don't believe me when I say that I'm low tolerance. They don't believe me. They don't believe. Pomegranate smash? You mean enough to where you won't die if you try. Besides, you only drink socially. Cost efficient. Everclear is $190 proof. What does that mean? What does $190 proof mean? And $20. $20? Is that cheap or expensive? That sounds expensive, depending on the size of the drink. That sounds expensive. $20 drink? I understand a $20 meal, but my god, $20 for a drink? That's so expensive, man. 95% alcohol. That sounds like a lot. It sounds also, it would like taste disgusting, like you're drinking out of straight alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. That's what that sounds like. Everclear is white lightning. Isn't Everclear a cleaning agent? Is it a cleaning agent? It's pure ethanol. Then what the frick? What the frick? It's almost pure ethanol. What the frick? $20 for a bottle? Probably a Manhattan. Why are we drinking rubbing alcohol at this point? What's the appeal? What's the appeal? It doesn't taste good. If you see proof, just half it, and you will have the alcohol percentage. Okay. There's the appeal it? There's no appeal. There's no appeal other than to just be weird. There's no appeal. It's 95% alcohol. Ugh. Not appeal. Not appeal. But yeah. That's a lot of the stories, I think. That's a lot of the stories that I can think of. There's a lot of mini stories too. There's a lot of mini stories, but I don't remember at this very exact moment. It apparently just dissolves. So what happened after you said sorry? I mean, I apologized before I started drinking, and then I started drinking, and then that whole thing happened with the air pressure and me freaking out and being paranoid and scared and freaking out about the air pressure. After the meal, both Avi and Pudding had to I had to lean on Avi, and she's smaller than me, right? I had to lean on Avi, and they had to waddle me down the street, trying to figure out what they want for dessert. But we were super full. We were super stuffed. But we were waddling, and I think Pudding was very annoyed at me, but not annoyed, because Pudding is just I'm a great person to get drunk around, because he's I'm in caretaker mode, right? He immediately got into caretaker mode and was just we'll take care of you, sort of thing. So he was very straight-laced. After that, he was very straight-laced and was just okay, we take care. Okay, what do you want? What do you want? He was very much babying me and things like that. And he was but the thing is, in my state of mind, every single word he said, I was just recanting him. So like and it was dumb. It was a very dumb headspace, guys. I was being very dumb and such a nuisance to him. So he would be like, "What do you want? What do you want? Do you want you want a donut?" And I'm like, "You're a donut." And he was just like, "Well, I think we need to sit down in a chair." And I'd be like, "You're a chair." So like whatever object, any object or anything that he said, like it didn't matter what he said. The only like I would immediately rebuke with "You're a whatever the object is." Like no, just, and he would be like, "Oh my god." He'd be like, "Ugh," like he was he was just like, "You." People spike punch with it or make jello shots. 190 proof ethanol alcohol is the same concentration of alcohol in the rocket fuel used to launch Alan Shepard and oh my god, why are people ingesting this? You want a tendy? I'm a tendy. No, I would say that to him. I'd tell him that he's a tendy. He's like, "You want a tendy?" And I'd be like, "You're a tendy." You know, like that whole, like when you're being dumb, like you're being like a dumb child and they're like, you know, when they say like you're dumb and you're like, "You're dumb." No, you're dumb sort of thing. Like no you. I was basically no youing him for every single thing he was asking me or telling me or even saying. He wouldn't even be addressing me. He would be saying it to like Avi or saying things. You can also use it to infuse into other flavors to make liqueurs. You're an inanimate object. Yeah, basically it was every single sentence that I was saying to him. He's like, "What flavor do you want?" He's like, "I think I like." He's not even talking to me, right? He's just like, "I think I want the chocolate donut," and I'm like, "You're a chocolate donut." And he's just like, uh, like for example, they would be talking about Avi's like halo halo. She ordered some halo halo, right? And he's just like, "Oh yeah, I really like ube ice cream." I'd be like, "You're an ube ice cream." Just nonstop for like 30-45 minutes. I don't know. I don't know how long I was in this state. I told them at one point that if they like I'm drunk for the period of time that it takes me from the moment I ingest the alcohol. Like some people are just like, "Oh yeah, you know, you just drink a lot of water or eat things, you'll feel better," or things like that, or over time or whatnot. So like or whatever. I tell people I'm drunk. I will stay in this state up until I pee, up until I go use the restroom, like up until I like empty the tanks. You know what I mean? So I could be like I could chug whatever alcohol and then like be super smashed for 5 minutes. But if I need to pee like within that 5 minutes, I'll be back to normal, right? Or if I like drink alcohol, but then like I don't need to pee for like an hour and a half, I'll be drunk for that entire hour and a half. So like the best practice I guess would be to like drown me to get it out of my system the fastest. If you don't want to deal with me being a nuisance, you just gotta get me to empty the tanks. Amazing. Someone fill that cat up with more water. Yeah, I kept asking them. I'm like, I left the water bottles in the car. I kept saying that over and over again. I'm like, the water bottles are in the car. The water bottles are in the car. But we took so long to get any water into me. So I was like in this state of mind for however long. Just, I had to be like supported from both of them. And Pudding was just like, it's so weird to have someone in this state, like this early in the day. KJ, thank you so much for the hydration station. Thank you for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. But Pudding was just like, because it was still daylight. It was still daylight. And I'm like schlumped over these two. He's like, it's so weird to have someone in this state this early in the day. Like, he's so used to it, like, you know, at nighttime, at the proper time, like when you're clubbing, you know, after hours, dark hours, and things like that. I'm in like broad daylight, schlumped over Avi, telling Pudding, "You're an inanimate object," like every single sentence. Every sentence that came out of his mouth, whatever the last word was, he was that. That's what he was. And I did this for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I don't know how long it took. Poor Beko. I'm not drunk, I'm Beko. for everyone else. I apologized ahead of time. I think that was Avi's first time experiencing me drunk. Gia got the experience during the cooking stream, and she was not prepared. She was not prepared for that. But yeah, that was Avi's first time experiencing me drunk. They made the mistake of offering it to me. What am I gonna do? Say no? That was Pudding's mistake. It would even be like conversations where I would bait him, where I wouldn't intentionally bait him. It was just a reflective action, right? I would be like, "Oh my god, did I give you the $20?" And he's just like, "Yes, you gave me the $20." And I'd immediately be like, "You're $20." It wouldn't even make sense. He would just be responding back to me. He's like, "Yes, you gave me the $20." I'm like, "You're at $20." What's really funny is when someone gets really drunk, then later on after they think they're good, they drink a bunch of water and they just get drunk again. Oh my god. What do you mean? Like get drunk after drinking water? Or they drink a bunch of water and then they go drink more alcohol and get drunk again? Can you get drunk on water? You're Andrew Jackson. Pretty much. I don't know why this was a thing that I kept saying. I don't know why I kept reacting this way. I couldn't explain it to you. I really couldn't. But it was like it was the most passive thing that I would do. It was the most passive thing that I would do. That was it. That's all. That was me. That's you know, yeah. Just from water? You can get drunk from water? What the heck? That's so weird. How? Why? How and why? Why and how? Is it from like the water flushing it through your system? Or something like that? You have to have a dangerously / impressive blood alcohol level for this to happen. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had that happen. I think, maybe. I don't think I've ever had this happen before. Anyway, I'm tired. I am hungry. It's getting close to Mogwai hours. That is a bunch of recap for the OffKai. I hope it was interesting for you guys. I have to eat food. I hope it was interesting for you guys. There was a lot of stuff. I had a lot of fun and adventure. I'm confirmed to go next year, so if any of you guys are interested in stuff like that, that's something to pin in your calendar. Auto brewery syndrome means your body constantly creates ethanol and your oh my god, that doesn't sound safe. A lot of great talking. It is a lot of talking. I talked so much. You forced me to get some water. You constantly drunk and hungover over and over again. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. Gotta get a snack before Mogwai hours. Yes, I have to eat before Mogwai hours. You learned a bit. Yes. Oh, there was something. Yes. Absolutely. Want any raid ideas? I was actually gonna raid Haya. She recently hatched some quails. And they're all baby and they're all running about, so they're kind of cute. I want to raid her and her new baby quails. You learned, laughed, and enjoyed time. Yes, time was very good. I got to meet Waspwife. I'm very happy. I got to meet Waspwife. It was very, very grand time. It was a very, very grand time. I'm very excited. Very happy. I'm very happy. Beko Glomp raid? Absolutely. Yes. Any of the above. Honestly, there's so many raid message possibilities. What's the song? I want to be a tall woman. I'm Team Pentacle. Ha 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 ha. Was it Pecora laugh? Ha 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 ha. I don't know if you know if how to do the arrow symbols. Thank you for the hydration station. Thank you so much for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. Thank you everybody for being here. Very wonderful time. glad you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.